are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, you are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. It's your boy Nizam and Stephen G. Here we are again. We're coming back with some massive Chelsea transfer news. Some massive one. Yeah, let me get the. Yes, we're talking about some massive Chelsea transfer news. We're talking potential departure, exciting arrivals, and some shocking predictions from Emmanuel Petit. Is Christopher Nkunku heading to Manchester United? The big question. Yes, the big question over there. Will Gyökeres be a blue? Join us live, join the live chat right now. Let's discuss all the rumors. So let's predict the Chelsea's out and incoming in the next transfer window. Don't forget to like, to smash the like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. Stay tuned. Stephen is here with that. So we'll be right back in just a short minute. You're not going anywhere. Welcome back again, beautiful people. Welcome back to the show, your favorite show, live on YouTube and X at the same time. Today, we're looking at some few players as the transfer window is very, very close. It's not far off. I would say 4 weeks more, 4 weeks or maybe 5 weeks more. The transfer window will be open. The January transfer window will be open, and we're building up towards the month. Dewsbury-Hall loan move. How is that shaping itself? But Chelsea may loan out midfielder Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall in the upcoming transfer window with interest from several Premier League clubs, as is being put it out there on social media. And also the next one we'll be talking about Delap on Chelsea's radar. Young, talented player from Ipswich Football Club. Chelsea scouts are impressed with Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap after watching him closely in his this season. A summary, a summer move. The sum up and the summary has been the summer move for this young talented player could happen. Also, let me know what you guys thought are on that news. Also, Christopher Nkunku to Old Trafford. Big question. Former Arsenal player Emmanuel Petit believes that Christopher Nkunku could thrive at Manchester United if Chelsea decide to sell him in January transfer window or maybe in a summer transfer window. But can they afford him? That's the question. The big question is, can Manchester United afford his wages and the player in the whole? It was something that we're going to look into. It's not that they don't have money. It's FFP issues. And also, last but not least, Victor Gyökeres is the deal done. Is it done? Is the deal done for Chelsea to get him? Reports are saying Chelsea are reportedly favorite to sign Victor Gyökeres from Sporting CP for a fee of €90 million in the January transfer window, potentially loaning him back until the summer. Let me know your thoughts on these news. Also, Stephen will be here. We're going to get into it the next an hour and a half. We'll see whatever happens. If we proceed beyond that number, we'll let you guys know. If not, we'll call it an hour and a half. We have to be disciplined sometimes and keep the date or the time as what we wanted it. So we'll look into that. Stephen is here. Let's get it going. Stephen, welcome back to the show again.
You all right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a slight headache. I tried to lay down for about 2 hours and I couldn't do it. I keep tossing around and all of a sudden I've seen the pressure is being built up in the back of my head over here and it's kind of bothering me. I'm still within it. I don't know why. But yeah, I probably go take some hot bath after the stream and I'll see if it's going to ease up this headache. I don't like taking pills. If you guys know me, I'm not a pill popper. I don't take it. But anyway, Steven, where do we start from? Let's start from Dewsbury-Hall, young, talented player who has been with Enzo Maresca in the championship. He knows, he understands. According to what he said, reports were saying that Enzo Maresca understand. He believed that Dewsbury-Hall understand his style of play, and that it wouldn't make things difficult for him to ease in into his new Chelsea squad. But the young player is not getting game time, and he also believed that there's potential in this player that he can be much better. But then, looking at the competition at Chelsea, he's not getting game time. Reports are saying he might leave on loan in the January transfer window, and after that, we might not see Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall again at Chelsea. Your thoughts on that?
Where was the supposed loan move to?
It wasn't stated in a specific club, but they said Premier League clubs are looking into his situation, and one of these clubs, a club like Leicester City, might get him back on loan. Aston Villa, also some have been mentioned. Aston Villa, West Ham also has been mentioned. I mean, those mid-table teams that are struggling who think that this guy has so much potential in him that he can help their team out. And from also reports, like I said, we might not see Dewsbury-Hall after the summer transfer window. He might leave.
Summer?
Yeah.
Do you mean winter?
No, summer. He'll go on loan in the winter, and after that, the summer.
You confuse me. I'm like, bro, we're in December. What are you on about?
Yeah, I'm saying that he will be going on loan before you ask the question. I said he will be leaving on loan in the January transfer window. There are other Premier League clubs that are interested in looking at his situation, but after that, he might not return to Chelsea again. He'll be leaving in the summer because from the January transfer window when he goes on loan, he's not going to play for Chelsea until the summer window. So maybe preseason, or maybe we might not see him preseason, and from there he'll be moving to another football club, or maybe the club that bought him on loan will have an agreement potentially to buy him after his loan move is done.
I mean, he's not getting many minutes here, so I think the stats I gave you are all accurate. I believe them to be accurate. But yeah, he's not getting many minutes. But at the same time, he's not better than the players in our Premier League 11. So what can he do? Like, if you're not better than them, you're not going to play ahead of them unless they're injured or suspended or something.
Well, you said Gyökeres Dewsbury-Hall. He's got 404 minutes, one goal, 0 assists in all competition. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall 404 minutes, which is not.
He's
good.
only got about 45 minutes worth of minutes in the Premier League this season.
Which is not good enough, isn't it?
He's playing in the Conference League for the most part. That's what it is.
But yeah, but you could ask yourself how many times does the Conference League goes on? Probably 2 Premier League games before a Conference League game.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm saying you could have 2 Premier League games played before another Conference League game.
Not always. Hang on.
We'll get into that point where 2 Premier League games before a Conference League game, 2 Premier League games before a conference, like 3 games in a week.
We do have that coming up. We've got Heidenheim on Thursday, so that one kicks off at 5:45. So if we go live slightly earlier on Thursday, we can do like a build up to that because that's an early kickoff. Then we got Aston Villa on Sunday, which obviously that's at home. I'm going to be at the Bridge for that game. We then have Southampton away midweek, Spurs away that weekend. So the 8th of December, we got Spurs away. Then we've got Astana away, Brentford at home, Shamrock Rovers at home, Everton away, Fulham home, and it just carries on because Shamrock is our last Conference League match. So we only have, out of our remaining 3 Conference League games, obviously one's been on Thursday. We've had the international break. We just came back from that. So we've immediately got a Conference League game. We then have 3 Premier League matches in the space of 7 days before we play our next Conference League game. And then we've got Premier League game and then Conference League again, and then Conference League's finished. But the beautiful thing about the Conference League having 6 league phase matches opposed to 8 like the Europa League and the Champions League, is that Chelsea are almost guaranteed, and it's not a shock to anybody, Chelsea are almost guaranteed to be not just in the top 8, but also finish top. Yeah? The beautiful thing about this is, because Chelsea then won't go into the knockout playoff round, which is from 9th down to whatever number it is, yeah? The next 16 teams, basically. That means Chelsea don't play a knockout playoff game. The knockout playoff games are in February. Yeah? That happens in February, both legs. The round of 16 doesn't happen until March. So Chelsea will have no Europe from the 19th of December. Chelsea have no Europe for essentially 2.5, 3 months. Just Premier League and FA Cup. That's all we'll have to focus on.
Is the World Club competition next summer, or is it this summer?
Yes, in the summer.
This or next?
The one that's coming. It starts on the... Hang on, I can tell you. I've got the program here. It starts on the 15th of June. Not all these dates are correct. I've got to get another one on Sunday, but at the bottom there, you'll see it. 15th of June, Club World Cup.
15th of June. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to get another program on Sunday because it have the up-to-date times and stuff.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking they said these...
oh, you've done the thing that it echoes and stuff.
No, it doesn't. Okay, I think it's that press something. But anyway, Steven, let's go through the format here in a bit. Once we run through the program, the transfer, which is the main and reason why we're here. I know why you brought that up because we were talking about how many games Chelsea were playing in a week. So you brought that up. But then let's not deviate from the main contest or the
Well, no,
content,
my point is, look, he's been playing in the Conference League. He's played in the Carabao Cup.
which is who?
He'll probably play in FA Cup, Dewsbury-Hall, obviously.
Okay.
So, look, that's what he's been playing the majority of the time. It's what Nkunku's been playing the majority of the time. But you'd imagine Nkunku would get more Premier League minutes now because he is one of those players who is obviously of the standard where he can come in and you don't have big issues. So you'd imagine that Nkunku will get more Premier League games. Maybe he'll get a few Premier League starts in the next month and a half. Dewsbury-Hall, unlikely. Maybe the odd one here and there. But for the most part, he's been playing Conference League. He played in the Carabao Cup. Then we got knocked out in our second game of that. He will probably play in FA Cup. But my point was more that if he's only playing FA Cup, after December, he's barely going to play. Because if he's only playing that, so as I said, middle of December, 19th of December, Conference League finishes. So he'll have no more Conference League games at that point. And then you've got FA Cup third round, FA Cup fourth round, FA Cup fifth round before the round of 16. So he'll have 3 cup games between the last Conference League game and the next potential Conference League game. He'll have 3 FA Cup games. So he'll only be starting potentially 3 games, and it probably depends on the level opponent if he even starts all 3 of those.
Yeah.
So he might not even start all 3.
The Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Conference League competition was also there for some of our second, French players, the second squad, for them to play and then develop and get better. But unfortunately, Chelsea has been kicked out of the Carabao Cup. Now we're left with just Conference and an FA Cup.
Yeah.
But it's just an unfortunate situation. But guys, like I said, if you were just joining us, we're going through some news reportedly supposed to be Dewsbury-Hall and going on loan in the January transfer window. Chelsea may loan out midfielder Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall in the upcoming transfer window, as it's been reported.
I mean, we
also,
can
young talented player from Ipswich, Delap. Delap is the name. Also, Chelsea scout, which is it Joe Shield? Joe Shield, right? One of them used to be with Manchester City back in the days, and he was also with Manchester.
He's not so much a scout. I can't remember his exact role, but I don't think it's one of the scouts. It's something else. I can't remember exactly what it is.
I mean, from what I was reading, is this Joe Shield? If it's not Joe Shield, one of the scouts know him. The one that
Joe Shields did used to be at Man City, but I don't think he's classed as a scout for Chelsea. I think he's classed as something else.
Okay.
But he was at City, yeah. That is who you're talking about. I just don't know if he's actually a scout. I think he's got a different title. I can't remember what it is, though.
Okay. All right. So, if you're joining us, this is some of the news that we're taking you guys through today. Nkunku also reports are saying that he's not happy. Whether it's true or false, we just bring it up here. We're going to talk about it and see what you guys think. With regards to not getting minutes, not getting to Chelsea 11, what can he do? Enzo Maresca, what can he do to fit Nkunku in his starting 11? There are 2 prominent players at Chelsea Football Club at this moment, and Enzo Fernandez is one of them. Christopher Nkunku is also one of them. Like it's just like we're sitting on a ticking time bomb right now. So also Chelsea looks like they are leading the race for the signature of the Gyökeres Sporting CP top striker. He's pushing above his limit. The SGs and everything. He's gone beyond everything. If you talk about the prolific striker in Europe or in the world at this moment in time, it's no one else but Victor Gyökeres. That's a player been linked with Chelsea, and it's not good for Chelsea to have one striker. No, never good. At least 2 strikers that will be competing against each other. Someone need to come in and challenge Nicholas Jackson. I'm not saying he's not good. He's been good. He's been terrific. He's been improving from what we saw last. He's already averaging 7 goals already, and we're not even halfway in the season. We're not halfway in the season, averaging 7 goals. Where he completed, I think
he's already got 50% of the goals he got last season in the Premier League.
Did you hear it, Stephen? People did not
I
hear
said I said he's already got 50% of the goals that
you. He got last season.
he got last season in the Premier
Was
League.
it 17 or 14 in the Premier League? Was it 14 in the Premier League?
In the Premier League, he's got
17 in the
7.
All Comp? I think
He's got 7 in the Prem this season.
Okay.
He had 14 in the Prem last season.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was saying. 14 in the Prem last season, and now he's on 7, so he's got 50% of his goals tally from last season and what he's pushing on now. So there's a big improvement on Nicholas Jackson. Just want to see him better, but we want open up competition here. So big up to Maya, brother of this channel, and McCain also, brother of this channel. What guys stay tuned. We got lots of bumper news, lots of news to talk about. Like I've gone through all of them. The Christopher Nkunku situation also. I think it might be the third news we will tackle right now. From Dewsbury-Hall, we'll be moving on to Delap, which is an Ipswich Town striker. We'll be moving on to him. So big up to everyone joining us on the show today. Makim, big up to you. Makim said, Maya said, big up to the legends. I hope you're all well and doing well today. Absolutely. Thank you very much for asking, brother. We're doing wonderful. And I hope you're doing well yourself. Makim too, big up to you, my brother. He says, big up to me, big up to Maya, big up to the chat. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. We really appreciate the time. Why do we buy him, guys? Absolutely. That's what we're going to talk about next. Why do we even buy him? Like I said, there's some explanation that makes a bit of sense. But if you look at what we had before by him bringing in Dewsbury-Hall, it doesn't really make sense. Unless Leicester City came to Chelsea begging them to help them with financial fair play. That's the only reason. That's the only way it might make sense. Might I say if we're going to loan him out, that was useless to purchase him in the first place. And reports are also saying if we loan him out in the January transfer window, we might not see him coming back to Chelsea again or playing for Chelsea again because he will be sold in the summer transfer window because he's a young player. He needs game time. Makim said that I'm not going to. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Nkunku and Chilwell should go United. I should be happy for them. Absolutely.
Nkunku shouldn't go to United.
Well, that's what he's saying. If it's not getting game time, what would you expect?
But he'll get game time. He can't just chuck him in the lineup.
Chelsea and wasting money, bro. Absolutely. I mean, all right, Stevie. Let's not get on Nkunku right now. It's just a comment that came in the chat. So
I'm just saying he'll get game time. You have to earn the game time. You can't just get it because of your name.
Yeah, when we get there, we bring all this information out. Let's finish with Dewsbury-Hall, Stephen. Let's finish up. Let's wrap up with Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. The situation, Stephen. There was beginning. We talked about it. It was like, what's the sense of bringing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to Chelsea Football Club? And the only thing that makes sense is he already played under Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca knows how he can use him because he was one of the top players who really help the team, Leicester City, and Enzo Maresca qualified Leicester to the Premiership, and he understands his style of play. So it would be that easy to bring him in, ease him into the team, and start playing. But it looks like the competition there already is way bigger than Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. The players there are more advanced and better than him. What do you think of the situation? Why was he brought in the first place?
I think part of it is because they probably wanted to get another player in. I can't remember how many players we had that matched homegrown, but you want to be safe on that stuff. And obviously, certain players were not registered for Chelsea for the Conference League phase. So I guess he kind of helps with that quota. Because I'm not sure how many of them we registered are actually homegrown nation and whatnot. I need to relook through all that stuff. But that might be a reason.
Before you move on to the next step, if you're talking about homegrown players, we have Gallagher. How much did we sell Gallagher? And how much we use that money
No,
to buy current Dewsbury-Hall?
remember, amortization.
Okay.
So we sold Gallagher for, I think it was 40 odd million, whatever, right? We got Dewsbury-Hall. The fee is about the same, but it's not on the books immediately. All that goes out on the books. Remember, it's
the following
a
year.
certain amount of that fee comes off every year because it's divided by the length of contract. So whilst Chelsea paid that, that's not what's on the books. The money from Gallagher immediately goes on the books, all of it. The money with Dewsbury-Hall, it comes off the books bit by bit. So it might be like, what was it? I think we paid, I want to say we paid like 35, 40 million for him.
35 million.
5 years would be...
I think it's a bit cheaper than Gallagher's money. It's a 35 million from what
I can't remember to be exact, but it might be something like 5 million per year on the books for Dewsbury-Hall. So it's not like.
But was it really necessary to bring in a midfielder if you could have kept the money to invest that money into a striker? As Maya was asking here.
They obviously didn't feel confident with having the options we did have, and I mean, personally, I would have kept Santos. You know this. I would have kept Santos.
I mean,
I wouldn't have got Dewsbury-Hall. I would have used an academy player to fill in the spaces when needed as well. You know my stance on that already. Is that I would have used an academy player to fill in the spaces when needed, and also kept Andre Santos rather than loan him out. But whilst I say that, I've also previously said I'm at the same time glad that Santos has gone out on loan to Strasbourg because it gets him more game time to develop. Also, big respect to Liam Rossignol. He made Santos captain for the game this weekend that they played. 20 years old and he was captain in Strasbourg.
That's impressive.
But yeah, you knew my stance on that. I think I've said it here plenty of times, is that I wouldn't have got Dewsbury-Hall, but look, the club did it. It is what it is.
Beautiful. All right, guys.
Smash the like button.
That's Steven's opinion and explanation on what he think that there was a reason why the club did what they did. But I hear you, Maya. You could have kept the money. But yeah, amortization also very, very important. FFP, it's so many stupid things that don't really make sense. Look, if you look at Newcastle United, arguably they're the richest club in the world, but they can't even spend money. The richest club in the world, they can't even spend money because of they don't have enough asset like Chelsea does. Newcastle United.
Are they the richest though?
Yeah, they are richest football club in the world, more than Etihad, but they can't spend money. Fact, Stephen, bro, you see, Winstanley and Joe Shields, according to Maya.
Joe Shields is clear of all them guys.
Yeah. So we'll move on. We'll move on from Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. We're gonna move on from that. The next one we'll be talking about Delap. Yes, Delap is another young talented player that Chelsea scouts are impressed with Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap after watching him closely this season. A summer move could be a card for this player. If the summer move, I mean, Delap and Gyökeres, who would you go for if you have to wait in the summer to bring in a striker? I'm not going for anyone else, not even the Nigerian striker for Galatasaray. I'm going for this young player. I'm going for Gyökeres. He's pulling above every striker in this world. Every striker on this planet, he's pulling above, playing the highest competition, highest level of football. He's pulling above everyone. Why would I go for Victor Osimhen? How many goals does he even score for Gala? How many goals has he scored? And since he's got his injury with Napoli, how many goals has he scored? I've said it many times. People say, "Oh, do not judge him. Do not judge. Don't look at the African Cup of Nations and judge him. Don't look at that and judge him." The guy is not what we think he is, in my opinion. But anyway, Makim said that we need to make space. Andrew Santos. Yeah. Don't bring in any more midfielders. We have an academy players. We've even sold some of them. that are better can play in that position. Santos is also playing better with Strasbourg. He needs time. The manager needs to invest in him. He has to trust in him, trust in your players, and they will deliver. So next one we'll be talking about Delap next on the screen. So guys, do not go anywhere. Stick with us. Right back in a shot. Welcome back, guys. So the next on the stream is Ipswich Town young talented striker, Mr. Delap.
Liam Delap.
Liam Delap. Steven,
Mm-hmm.
would this guy be the guy to challenge Nicholas Jackson? Is he not?
Yeah.
Is he a 2.0 or is he a downgrade on Nicholas Jackson? Looking at his numbers.
I don't think he's a downgrade. I don't think he's a downgrade. I think if Chelsea were to
he's an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson.
I don't say he's an upgrade, but he's not a downgrade. Actually, the downgrade is harsh, is the way I'm looking at it. To say he's a downgrade is harsh, right? Because the way I'm looking at it, right? He's a young player. I think he's a couple years younger than even Nicholas Jackson. I think he's about 21. I think Jackson's about 23 now, something like that, maybe 24. So he's a couple years younger. His first season in the Prem. Yeah. And from there, right? In my opinion, look, first season in the Prem for a team like Ipswich, yeah, he's doing well. I don't think that's in doubt. I mean, what has he got? I'm going to look at Premier League specific. Give me 2 seconds. I've got to open my other app. But, I mean, you look at his performances on the pitch, I think he's doing well. And then the numbers back that up as well. I mean, in the Premier League alone, yeah, he's played 12 matches. He started 11 of them. He's got 6 goals, 1 assist, which I think puts him 1 goal behind Jackson, I think. Yeah, 1 goal behind Jackson. And he's doing it for a worse team with not as good service. And he hasn't scored any penalties either, whereas some of the players above him have scored penalties, including Cole Palmer scored 1 penalty. So for me, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I don't think it'd be silly money either, and I think you don't even need to pay all money either. I think Chelsea can give Ipswich 1 or 2 players, and then you don't pay as much. That's the way I look at it. If Chelsea go for that deal. Mm-hmm. Look, Gyökeres has always been my number 1 target, but at the same time, if we can get Delap, who's already Premier League experienced, yeah, then I'm not opposed to it. I think from what I've seen of him, he looks good. We as Chelsea fans are going to see him soon ourselves, watch more of him, because Chelsea have got Ipswich coming up in one of their upcoming games. So we'll be able to watch even more of him than what we've potentially been able to so far this season. But from what I've seen, I like him.
Steven, that's Steven. So to me, I can't say much because I haven't watched Ipswich game at all. I haven't watched their game. I just watched some highlights, and highlights alone, I can't justify on what I see on highlights. Be able to say much about this young player. But Rich Moneymaker, big up to you, Rich Moneymaker. This is the big up to legends on the panel. We have not sent a scout to watch the Ipswich player, according to my trusted source. Says Patty. Everyone, hit the like and subscribe to Blueclouds with the YouTube channel. And guys, don't forget, follow Rich Moneymaker on X. As usual, our followers and viewers that watch us live on the X platform, do not forget to like and follow us on that platform. Makim said buying Delap is oversawing But seeing it, I feel terrible for McGee. He has just the same ceiling as Omar Dion, according to McCain, which makes a lot of sense. And I have to come on to that. I have to come on to that and make a reaction on that one. Richmond Emeka said, we are very, very interested in experience of centre back. We are discussing dropping Sanchez, but they need to make sure that our Denmark goalkeeper is ready. Denmark goalkeeper, which is Philip Jorgensen, is ready to go, according to Richmond Maker. Thank you very much for your comment, and thank you very much for finding the time and tuning in today, as usual. Guys, this is what I'm gonna say on it. I read something someone reported in regards to Malon Sarr. Malon Sarr felt like he's being trapped in one of those academy or young player scandal that Chelsea were doing, where they bring in lots of players without giving them time to excel or without giving them time to develop, and then they end up selling them. He said maybe he believed that he was good enough, or maybe he was not good enough, but he doesn't believe that the club gave him much time for him to develop as a player and play, because he felt like he was trapped into Chelsea's things that they were doing, bringing in young players. I don't know. When I read that this McGee situation and trying to bring in another young striker, why can't we give these young player time to develop at Stamford Bridge each and every game? I prefer Enzo Maresca will give 20 minutes or 50 minutes to McGee. 50 minutes to McGee. I understand he's giving him when you go, even when you go to Europe, how often does it start in the conference league? How often does this boy start?
I mean, neat. When it comes to that, right? The issue that you have in that situation, yeah, is that you look at the players that. Hang on, what's that? Okay, never mind. It's from Nazar. I got sidetracked because I saw something that Nazar posted. I thought it was some sort of breaking news, but it wasn't. With Mark Gee, yeah, the issue is you look at the games we have played, yeah. I mean, you don't really want to be starting him in those first two games against the level of opposition we had. Ghent and I forgot the other one, Panathinaikos. Especially Panathinaikos away.
Why can't you start him against Panathinaikos? This guy plays in the Barcelona first team couple games and he scored. Yeah, I'm listening. David, why can't you play against Panathinaikos in Greece?
Because those games are tricky games, right?
No, they're not.
No. Hear me out.
No. I'm hearing you out. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
Do not want to play too many, if any, young players from the start in the atmosphere that was in Athens when we played Panathinaikos. They're young players.
What was the difference?
Young players in the atmosphere that was out there, yeah? Intimidating atmosphere. Bro, if we played any more youngsters, or I can't even remember if we did play any, but if we played a younger team in that game, I think we lose that game.
Steven, are you telling me the atmosphere at Greece, Panathinaikos, is way intimidating than the one you witnessed in Camp Nou? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me the atmosphere at Panathinaikos is bigger than the atmosphere at Camp Nou? Look at the size of these two stadiums and compare it. Because McGee.
What you're also missing is whether he played in the Camp Nou for Barca first team or not. Yeah, that's the home club. Chelsea were the away club in a hostile atmosphere in Greece. That's the difference. If you're at the Camp Nou, you're at home, your fans are going to be backing you. You go away to Greece where the atmosphere is like it was. That's an intimidating, hostile atmosphere that, let's be honest, there's no guarantee, and the likelihood is that the young players would feel intimidated and would not show up.
Did we see Frank Lampard, although he has no choice, did we see Frank Lampard using young academy player going to Germany, going across the shores of Europe, playing the Champions League football, and we saw the result. So what's the difference? This is Chelsea. If
Are
these
you
young
talking
players,
about the Bayern game after COVID?
yeah,
When there was 0 fans.
still the same thing, Steven.
0 fans, 0 atmosphere.
I mean, it's still Europe.
Still 0 fans, 0 atmosphere.
What about the home game? What about home game?
What
How many
about
of them
him,
have they started? How many of them have they started?
Who?
McGee. This is Chelsea.
Checking.
Chelsea, as Maya said over here. Maya said, Ash, this team, this team, what is high? Well, if you look at Chelsea, this is the football club. I love Chelsea. I love
He
Chelsea.
started one of the Conference League games.
Sometimes the way and manner that they treat players, to me, it's not good enough. Always looking for bringing in new players. But what about the old players that you already have? And I mean, if I say old players, I don't mean in age. I mean players that you already have. You don't give them time to develop. What is wrong with David Washington?
He started the game. He started the game against Noah.
Yeah, that's when he scored a goal.
Yeah,
that was his first goal.
He started that game.
Yeah, he started that game. He scored a goal against Noah. Why can't we build his confidence from that game? I know we haven't played much after Noah. Yeah, we did play another one after Noah. Did he start?
We haven't played another conference game since Noah.
But yeah, I mean, we have to start building the confidence from there. Then we're gonna keep him on the side.
I said this at the time. I said, realistically, what's likely to happen is the first 2 games you won't see much academy. Yeah. Because you're playing Ghent, who are a team from Belgium, a good team from Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're playing Panathinaikos in a hostile away atmosphere, another good team, one of the better teams in the competition. Yeah. So the thing for me was you're always going to start seeing more of the academy kids, in my opinion, from game 3 onwards. So 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Well, this is how Enzo have to take this, Steven. Enzo Maresca has to make a statement. Who starts as a striker for just like you've mentioned that Philip Jorgensen is the goalkeeper for Chelsea in the Conference League game. All right, you have.
Just quickly, by the way, I've just checked it, after Noah, we played Arsenal that weekend, and then it was the international break. So we've only played 2 games since Noah.
Okay, it looks like it's been a while. You get what I mean? It's been a while. But anyway, we're discussing that at the same time that he has to make this statement because this young player, which is McGee, he needs some kind of a trust from this manager. Else he's going to get wasted just like other players. We've wasted other players' career at Chelsea Football Club. We're doing the same thing to this 17 years boy we brought from Brazil, David Washington. Where is he at now? He's with the development team. But he's not meant to be in the development team. He's supposed to be.
Probably is. Let's be honest. He probably is.
That's where he is right now because that's where they kept him. I think he's better than the way he's playing. He's way better.
But if they don't think he's ready, then he's not going to play.
Okay.
Also, we know that some of these players that we got will be flipped because the deal for Washington, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like 10 million maximum, something like that. So that's an easy flip. But I think Paez and Esteval will be coming in. They'll stay around. I think Anselmino probably stay around. I think outside of Washington, a lot of our recruitment in terms of young players will stay around me. I don't think Washington will.
Washington is not going to get a game time at the senior team. Anselmino, the same thing. He's not going to get game time at the senior team. Trust me. These players that brought, and let me tell you, don't be surprised.
Anselmino probably will.
He won't
be a starter. He won't be a starter, but he'll be one of our backups.
He won't even be on the bench. He'll
be a backup. He'll be a backup.
Let me tell you, is it better than Disasi?
Yes, because Disasi has a mistake in him every game. Yes.
Oh
100%.
man, you haven't seen Steve. You can't say yes. You can't say yes because you haven't seen Anselmino play in the Premier League, but you've seen Disasi play in the Premier League. You're judging Anselmino playing in the MLS compared to Disasi
but you say Esteval can start in the Premier League. So,
do what?
You said you haven't seen him play in the Premier League. You've not seen Esteval play in the Premier League, but you said Esteval starts. So
Well,
it can't go both ways.
Esteval is playing a different role. Anselmino is a defender.
But
Anselmino is a
you
defender.
said
And
you
Esteval,
haven't seen him in the Prem. You've not seen Esteval in the Prem.
it's Anselmino playing for his national team. Does he?
I don't know.
No, he doesn't. Esteval plays for the national team, Brazil national team. And I've seen his game. Played the Brazil national team. And I told you, if you don't
The
believe
whole
that
argument
Esteval
was
Williams,
he hasn't played in the Prem. Nor
Maybe-
Esteval.
hear me out. If you don't believe that Esteval can start for Chelsea, and he is better than Savinho, who plays for Manchester City, and he plays each and every week, and Esteval plays for the Brazilian national team, is better than Savinho, this guy will get into Chelsea's starting 11 right away when he make a move.
You're telling me game week
Oh,
one?
he will.
Game week one, he's in the Premier League starting 11.
I'm telling you, if he goes for preseason, he will be ahead of Madueke. He will be ahead of Madueke. From what
He
we've
won't
seen
start
so far
Premier
in the
League
Brazilian
week
league,
one.
he's not just a mere player, Stephen. He's
I didn't say
sitting
that.
above his
I'm
level.
just saying he's not starting week one Premier League. He'll have a few games where
He
he
will
don't.
start for me if you go with Enzo Maresca with preseason. Estavio will start over Noni Madueke. From what I've seen, his gameplay, from what I've seen, oh my goodness, he's I'll say the same pedigree with Cole Palmer. From what I've seen, creativity, distribution, scoring goals, same pedigree with Cole Palmer.
The whole
That's not
argument
Cole
was he
Palmer.
ain't played in the Prem, and then you're saying Esteval will play.
Well, he will play because I haven't seen Anselmino play any football that is really, what I say, compared to what we've seen from Thiago Silva. That's where I stand because I don't see him playing Chelsea starting 11. He may be on the bench, and it's not better than Disasi, in my opinion.
Disasi's a disaster anyway.
But anyway, it's a heated debate here with me and Stephen. We still got two more to cover. With Nkunku is here. Like I said, Nkunku may make his way to Old Trafford according to reports. Stephen sees the other way. I'm not saying he is moving. That's the report that is coming on social media.
Nkunku won't go to United because they can't get him. It's that simple.
It's either money-wise, he can get more game time at Chelsea. But Scala is here with us. Let's welcome him to the show. Big up to you, Big Scala. And how are you doing, sir?
Yeah. Big up to both of you and everyone in the chat. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we finally, after a long waited, one of the most annoying international break. I mean, like any football fan, I don't like international breaks, but I do tend to watch international football. Yeah. But this time it was so horrible. The England game, even the France and Belgium game, all were pretty average. So finally we got that out of the way, and then you came to watch United against Ipswich, and barring the first 5 minutes, this was mostly typical United. So yeah, Amarim is here. I told you before also, I'm not on this hype train of hyping the manager and everything else, because I know the manager is part of the problem. The big problem is the players, and we saw that against Ipswich. So yeah, just looking forward to the next game. We are playing some dead team called Bodo Glimt. I don't even know which country they belong, but yeah, it's Europa League settings.
They're Norwegian, aren't they?
Is it? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, maybe. If you talk about international break, I understand some of them are very important. Some of them are not important. Like the one we've seen playing in the what do you call it? The Europe. I don't know. There's another competition they're playing besides the World Cup qualification. And
Nations League.
Nations League. That's not.
I think there is a version of that in the Americas and stuff as well. I think
Africa don't have anything like that. Africa don't have anything like that. I
think one of the American ones has it as well.
They should
By the way,
they should give that chance.
They are Norwegian, Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, America have their own. Combo they're playing something in Combo Nation League or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 or 3 of them that have it. It's such a pointless thing, man.
Big up to Saski Guna himself. A long time no see. Hope you're doing well, brother. Steve, like I said, I think that it will be time for them to give the players rest. They should use that period for the players to get some rest for about a week or 2 and then come back again. And the most important one is the European qualification. and then also the World Cup qualification. Anything else, let the players rest, and then the players will stop talking too much. All right, so yeah,
But
Champions League,
realistically, yeah,
yeah.
with the Nations League, yeah, all they have to do is scrap that crap, yeah, and then you can spread out the qualifiers more for the Euros and other similar competitions, and then the World Cup and that. You can spread them out further apart then, and you can just have the Premier League finish earlier, yeah, and other leagues, because even if you have one or two less international windows, yeah, in a season,
Yeah.
and then you play a couple more games at the end of the season in terms of internationals, yeah. So say you cut down one international break from the season, that's about 2 weeks. You can get 2 extra games in there.
Okay.
Potentially finish a league season another 2 weeks early, and then you add in the couple extra international breaks, may come up over the summer. Easy.
Right. Gunnerman here says the elite, the Champions League, the Nations League, important is very, very important. And in the CONCACAF, Mexico versus Canada and USA versus Panama in March. According to him, it says we care international football and in Western Hemisphere. According to Max himself, as the World Club Cup next summer. Thank you very much, Max, for spending the time with us over here. We have a man like Maya in the building with the camera on. Yes, guys, if you haven't seen Maya before, the man is repping. He has the camera on, so it means that he's ready, fully ready. We'll come to Maya in a bit. Let's go to Scala. Scala, there's news going on over here. Nkunku to Old Trafford. The former Arsenal player, Emmanuel Petit, believes that Christopher Nkunku could thrive at Manchester United if Chelsea decide to sell this player. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what do you think. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that. I mean, one thing is, I think he's a decent player. He can play multiple positions, especially considering we are playing two tens and two center forwards. So he does fit our system. And also this guy, he was probably at Leipzig, so he has been following him since then. So I can see why we are linked with him, but I don't want him, man. I've seen his injury record, and it's it's coming close to Luke Shaw's. So no chance. And also, I don't want to give you any more money after Mason Mount. So we already
And
been
he's
scarred
been
by
managed
that.
very
You know
well.
he's the top goal scorer in our team, bro. Do you know that?
Yeah. So why are you selling him?
No, because like we have so many players.
We're not
G.
selling him.
We're not selling
Yeah.
him though.
Yeah.
We're not selling
Keep
him.
him at the bridge.
It's
We don't
just
need. I mean,
There's
reports or
report.
BS, man.
But I'm telling you, do you know that he's our top goal scorer, bro?
yeah.
He's
So
he's
keep
ahead
him.
of Nicholas Jackson. His
Yes.
goal tally is way better than Nicholas Jackson. You have to remember.
You guys should keep him and worry about it should be your headache, his injury record, not for United, because we already got too many average players on big money, and we don't want another problem with Nkunku's injury. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not contesting that he's not your top goal scorer. I have seen every time he comes on, like he makes an impact. So I'm not questioning his ability, but we cannot, we are already in this building phase and rebuilding phase. We cannot afford players who are not available. And you go and see his injury record, it's huge, you know. And I can see why he's frustrated at Chelsea, because partly he has to be blaming himself. How can the manager pick you when you're not available? And then there are players already doing better than him, and you've got like so many attackers. So I can see why he's feeling left out, and he's being linked with us. So yeah, I think that's mostly coming from the Wevel links, because I think he's like a sporting director or something. I don't know what his position is, but yeah, that's why he's linked with United. He's a good player, man. Though I know Ragnick wanted him. Ragnick was the first one to link him to us, but we didn't go through with that deal. But yeah, I mean, where do you even play him? Like you already, I think guys already have like your front five already fixed right now. I think when Sancho comes back from injury again, he will probably be ahead of Nkunku. I think the only place I see him, I don't think he replaces Jackson. The only place I see him is probably, in the midfield or behind the striker. Because for me, Neto has to start. I think he's your best winger, considering how good his crosses are. And then Cole Palmer always plays. So yeah, I mean, you do have lots of strikers, so I can see why he wants to get out.
But and look, and speaking of an average player in your squad, and looking at this player, you take huge gamble, 80 million and 100 million plus on the likes of
Yeah, how much did you buy him for?
I think 60 or 55 or something like that.
Yeah, so you'll definitely
Dude,
want your money back, So and
it's
you are
not like
not going to
we
give
don't
him.
want our money back. Hold on, Scarlett. Let me make this clear. Chelsea haven't made a statement that they want to. There are rumors out there, and people are saying speculation. There was
Oh
someone
yeah, I
even
mean, I don't believe he's
some.
coming to us. I'm just saying, like this,
Yeah,
all this is hypothetical. I'm not
yeah.
saying you
I'm
are going
saying,
to sell him, but
wouldn't you
in the
gamble on
case,
this player? He's healthy.
yeah,
Chelsea have kept him very well. He's been playing almost every Europa game and competition that we played and domestic games that we've played. He played part. He's also
yeah,
played in the Premier League and he's scoring goals. Him
50 million, by the way,
injured
5-0.
50 million. Injured this player and then also healthy Anthony, healthy with Maguire, and healthy Rasmus Højlund and the others.
but
Which one is
Maguire is a
better?
centre back. How are you comparing him with Maguire?
Oh yeah, that's what you guys gamble on these players, but you don't want to gamble on this player.
No,
Who would
Maguire
want
was
him
not.
better?
Look, that's completely different issue because Maguire
I'm
is
not
he has
comparing
no
player to
ability.
player. I'm not comparing player to player.
So
I'm
what are you
comparing
comparing? No,
you
I
gambling
never
on
said
other players.
Nkunku is a bad player. I am worried about his injury record, which is quite long. I already said that he would fit our system very well. But the problem is, if he's not available and we are spending it, and this is hypothetical. I agree. Like you are not going to sell him to us. So say if he spent 55 million or whatever, like 57 million, close to near what you bought him for,
Yeah.
how can we afford to spend all that money? You already know we are struggling with PSR for a player who has a very sketchy injury record. So I don't think we'll be doing that kind of deals. So yeah, I'm not questioning his ability, man. He's a good player. So yeah, you guys don't need to worry about that. That I'm calling him shit or anything like that. It's just that I'm concerned about his record of. I'm concerned about his availability. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Scala over there. We're gonna go to Maya here in a bit. Saski Gunaman said, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall needs to play, so maybe good to leave Chelsea. In my opinion, I think that there was no need for Chelsea to even bring him to the football club in the first place. There was no need for
Who?
it, but the reason was amortization. KDH. I always say KDB, but KDH. No champs, no champion. Is it no champions? Is it Liga Fantasy football? Yeah, okay. Question: is it because Chelsea in Conference League? I'm not. I didn't get that question very well, Mas. I didn't get the question very well. Can you retwist it or rephrase it again for me? Stevie, do you understand it? Hold on, let's maybe someone
I'll
else
come up
will
with that
understand.
one sec. Let's just
No,
check and say.
no champ, Liga fantasy football here.
I have no idea. I'm as confused as you.
Oh, since you guys play fantasy football, no. I don't know, man. I've never played. It's Maya that plays football manager. Maya that plays football manager. I
And
don't.
that's fantasy football for
Yeah,
Premier League.
I've never played any of those things before. Fantasy football, football manager, that thing. I don't understand any of it. I mean, I'm too old. I don't know. When I was young, I didn't participate in those football manager thing. I don't know. I
Nah,
still have to learn
football
football.
manager's easy, it's easy, trust.
Football
I don't know.
Manager is easy.
So
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, Maya. You say I told Steven to teach me, help me out, understand this thing. He never did. Yeah, he's been
No, you
playing
didn't.
Shakara with me. He's been playing Shakara, hide and seek, Tom and Jerry thing with me. Yeah, forget about Steven. Don't worry about him. Yeah,
How you always pin this shit on me?
he's just a bloody Londoner. Don't worry about him.
No, he's asking if people play the UEFA fantasy football.
No, I don't. I don't. All right, so Nkunku was cooking before Chelsea brought him, but man, that knee injury was bad. Christopher just starting to get back to his real form. Absolutely, Chelsea they figured things out. If you can remember, Chelsea have got rid of all their medical team, brought in new ones. So they're trying to. They have three different sections, or either two or three different sections. Those that read precaution, those that manage players when they are in injury, and those that manage them after the injury and all that kind of thing. So they have different medical team right now. So having that kind of a huge number of injury at Chelsea, actually, it will not happen again. It will not. It's not going to happen like it used to. So now, if you look at the players, not all the players play in all the competitions. Reece James doesn't play in the Europa League. Reece James played only in the Premier League.
James ain't
Even
playing
the Premier
anything
League.
right now.
Yeah, and even if you look at who else again, Palmer doesn't play in the Europa League. They're trying to manage his minutes, place in the Premier League, and maybe some FA Cup game he will play. But for now, certain key players they're not wasting their time playing on potato pitch and that kind of a thing. But let's go to Randall. Randall. Yeah, Randall. Big up to you, Randall. Says Nkunku will be good. Will be good signing for United.
A very good signing, especially for his system, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
but for
He's
his system, it's going to be a good signing.
He's a tactical player. Randall said Chelsea should loan
Very versatile too,
loan with the obligation to buy 40 million. How about that, Scala? How about that for you?
How about Chelsea just keeping Nkunku? Problem solved.
Do you want to react to that, or let's Maya come in before you react to that, Scala? You want to react to Randall's question?
No, I mean, yeah, I made my point very clear. I look, if I don't think Chelsea will be asking for 40. I think they'll minimum start with 45 or even 50. And for that kind of money and plus some more money, I can go to Wolves and get Matthias Cunha, who actually fits our system much better than Nkunku, and he will be available. So why, it makes no sense. I think you guys should keep him. And yeah, it's not for me, man.
I think that Matheus Cunha will play for Chelsea. Would like to play for Chelsea, not United, because he wants to win something. United are nowhere near.
Yeah, if we give you 45 and then you go and reinvest into Cunha, who's much better player and Premier League proven as well, with a better injury record, it's a ridiculous deal for us. So yeah, why
but that is such a Man United thing to do.
Yeah, everyone can agree that Cunha is a better player than Nkunku, right? There's no contest.
Bro, there's no way.
I think they're two different players. One plays. Cunha plays in the middle,
How
right?
are they different? Like Cunha can play any of the front three. He can play
I'm not taking that. I disagree, bro.
Keeping Nkunku, sign Cunha. Problem solved.
Yeah,
bro.
Just to wind everyone up.
Cunha is always available.
Cunha is better in Prem, bro. Tell me what has Cunha done in international. Tell me.
So I'm not signing Cunha for playing for Brazil, right?
Bro,
he's Brazilian, right? I'm worried about.
Tell me what he has done in the international scene, bro. Because
why should I care what he has done in the international? I'm not supporting Brazil. I'm talking about United.
That take doesn't matter if you say Nkunku is better than Cunha.
Maya,
I'm talking about Premier League. I'm specifically talking about the Premier League.
Maya, you're looking for a point from Scala because he doesn't care about.
Nah.
He wants
taking
to end
hell
his team.
for this.
He's still playing well.
How does what he does for international make sense? Maguire does well for international. He's been rubbish for United.
Oh, that's why I asked you. Tell me any moment you've seen Matheus Cunha ball in the international scene than Nkunku. That's
why should I worry about that? It's not my concern.
If you want to answer, then sharp. If you want to answer,
Nkunku has been better for international and then club at the same time. Both club and.
I don't care about France or Brazil. I don't support either of the teams. Why should I be worried about them? I care what he does in the Premier League. Again, and that's a ridiculous point. Why should I be worried about what he does internationally?
Sasuke said, keeping Nkunku, you already got off. It says, is it band? It's already got
bandits.
What's that one? By selling them Mount and Elo and all those players. It says you're different players. They're all different players. Play different ways according to Sasuke. It says Donkey Maguire is a liability no matter what. And one more question I'm going to ask Scala before I move on to Maya. Randall said fair point. The question is, I said, Scala, I said Manchester United are going to have 4 major transfer window. And those 4 major transfer window doesn't include the January transfer window. I feel like if you're going to keep Ruben Amorim, it means that Manchester United is going to have 4 major summer transfer window. It doesn't include the January transfer window to be able to get this Manchester United team the way he wants them to play, but also eliminating some of these players that are not good enough to play in the club to be able to get the club where they are. Do you agree with me or not?
We don't have four major transfer windows. We only got two. He's only signed 2.5 years contract. So
I
if you're
understand, but I'm
excluding,
saying to be able to extend his contract and keep him as United manager, he might need 4 major summer transfer window. Doesn't include the January transfer window to be able to get the team
yeah, but
where he
that
has to
depends
be.
what he does in the first two, right? I mean, we have to consider the what his contract says. I mean, we might need 10 transfer windows, based on what the players we have. So, I mean, I'm definitely sure Rashford is not leaving before his contract ends. So, yeah, I don't think we need four transfer windows to get this right. I think we can get it probably in three. That depends on how quickly Amorim can implement his system. That's the first thing, because unless you don't implement your system, you will not be able to, pick players for that particular style of play. So,
And that it means
yeah,
that defaults the reason why he came in.
yeah, he is very strict about how he wants to play,
Yeah.
and he is not going to change, and that's very good. That's what I wanted. So yeah, if he does implement his system, say by Christmas, and then he finds out that players like Garnacho, Hoyland, Mason Mount, I'm just giving you examples like Anthony, these guys are not it. So we need to replace all these players. So it might, as you say, it might take four eventually, but he doesn't have that time. He has got only 2.5 years of contract. So he has to accelerate all these things, implement a system, know the players, and you have to win games as well, because we will be playing till March every 3 days. So, he hasn't got lots of time to earn that four transfer windows. So, yeah, we'll see, man. I think he wants a left back. That's the latest news today, which came out. He's very
Punctual, punctual,
adamant about getting a left back in January if there is one available, one decent
punctual.
available. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are obsessed with transferring your trash to us, man. We don't need
No,
Ben
no,
Chilwell. We
It's
fuck
because
already
you
you
got
don't.
got
Luke Shaw.
wait.
You don't have the money.
We do it to
Yeah,
AC Milan as well and
yeah,
Arsenal.
no, look, we have never
The
bought your trash
trifecta.
actually. That's what Arsenal do, right? They have already bought worst version of your players, and then you buy their best version like Giroud and Ashley Cole, and then win Premier Leagues and Champions League. We have only bought Mason Mount from you guys. That's it.
No,
Apart from
don't
that,
you think? Don't you think if you don't have the money right now, and
yeah.
Ben Chilwell will be the best to help you guys left back whilst you have the injury player on sick bed, which is Luke Shaw,
No,
or the
we've got a left back, so you don't need to worry about transferring Ben Chilwell to
oh,
United.
To
We've
be
got Luke
fair,
Shaw and
Nee, if
Malacia. Both of them are
They have
fit and
Chelsea
they are.
now have
Mazraoui. They have
300 left
Mazraoui.
backs at one time.
We also got Dolo, who is playing left back right now, but he needs a specialist left back who is not injured and is much more reliable, because you cannot trust Luke Shaw. Malacia is just coming out from a very bad injury, so I can see why he wants a left back. Even yesterday, I think Fabrizio reported it. But yeah, if there is one available, I don't want us to signing loans and all that. I don't want to be signing players like this guy. Who's that Tottenham left back we signed because we wanted
Regularly.
Cucurella that summer,
regular.
but
Yeah,
Chelsea were not willing to give us like a 6-month loan with a breakout clause. So we signed that guy Regulon. So yeah, he definitely needs a left wing back. I think we want someone like Alphonso Davies, because like he wants 280k, I think 10 million a season, which United will be happy to give and Madrid won't. So we'll see. I think that's where he'll be heading. We need wing backs, man. I think that's very important in this system. And then we probably need another striker as well. So yeah.
thank you very much. Now we're gonna get some time for Maya also to come in. Richmond Maker said, according to my contact, KDH will be, that's Gyökeres Dewsbury-Hall, will be given more time, and KDH has struggled with being at a big club. Christopher Nkunku will not be going on anywhere, according to reports, and still has a future. And he really, really appreciate the club's support, according to my Rich Moneymaker. Big up to you, Rich Moneymaker. Thank you very much. Rich Moneymaker said true injury. He said true injury last season. Man United can't afford anyone in January, according to his contact. Saskia Gunnar said Arsenal freed up lots of room to make moves for January transfer window, but not sure we do much of anything according to
January is
this
always
month.
a difficult window. That's the issue, because obviously, if you're, let's put it this way, right? If you're fighting relegation, you don't want to get rid of your players because they're used to you, they can save you. Yeah. So you're not going to want to sell them to another club. If you're fighting for Europe, you're not wanting to get rid of them because then you've just weakened yourself by getting rid of someone who could be a key player. That's why it's so difficult, and it's very rare for so many deals, let alone any big deals, to happen in January. Because you're halfway through the season, and the shape of the season and the table's already there. You can see roughly what's happening and what's going to happen. So clubs know where their standing is for that season. So at that point, the way I'd put it, right, is that in certain sports, so a lot of American sports, you've got playoffs, right? If you're a contending team, you're wanting to buy, yeah, but you might not be able to get certain players. That's what's going to happen with people who are fighting for Europe, right, or fighting for a title. You're going to want to buy players from these other teams who, because there's relegation in like competitions outside of America, those relegation fighting teams aren't always going to want to sell because they believe the player can save them. And they'll just make themselves more likely to get relegated if they get rid of said player. Sweet. Like if Ipswich get rid of Liam Delap, yeah, that's okay, we've got him, I think they got him this summer, yeah? Say they flip him for 30, 40 million. They might look at it and go, okay, we can get 30, 40 million or something now, but if we wait till the summer, he could keep us up, and then we can get even more money on top of it because his performances. Whereas if we get rid of him now, yes, we get the money, but then we most likely get relegated.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Saski said Canadian man too good for Man United and Spots. Alfonso and DJ the Rice. Is it the Iceman?
JD, not DJ.
JD, sorry, DJ.
Jonathan David.
Jonathan David, the Iceman on free this summer. Saski said, but yeah, Amaron need wing backs now. Afonso, fastest bowler in the world, and also Wolves and Nuri. Amaron, like
I like Ain't Nuri, to be fair.
I like a hit too. Okay. My big up to you, man. It says Mazurari bowler. According to Randall, big up to you, Randall. Saski said Pulisic, another goal, and it's 1-1 Milan.
Yeah, so Pulisic scored from an Abraham assist to put him 1-0 up. And then, like 2 minutes later, you have Slovan Bratislava getting an equalizer.
Yeah.
I think that's Czech Republican team, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, it could
Steven,
be that.
Are they on the sell-on clause, bro?
Huh?
Are they on the sell-on clause? Like, if a team wants to buy them?
Who?
Like Pulisic and Tammy Abraham?
Don't think so, no.
No, I think no. They just don't have.
Abraham's also just moved to them as well.
Abraham.
Yeah. From Roma, yeah.
Abraham. I mean, Chelsea can make something from Abraham, but I don't think with Pulisic, Chelsea don't have anything.
No, we didn't make anything with Abraham.
Okay. Then I think that they are on their own.
He went to Roma, and then he went to AC Milan. I think it was this summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing the video. They're in the hotel because they had an away game, and he knocks on Fikayo's door and surprises him that he's there.
Yeah. Randall said that Gyökeres will go to United. I don't think United can afford Gyökeres right now. Slovakia. All right, Slovakia, Bratislava. I was like, it could be either he's coming from Serbia, or one of those Scandinavian
Serbia or Czech Republic.
The name. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to Maya. Let him drop his own piece regarding whatever we've sum up over here. One more to go to the Gyökeres. Maya, drop your 2 cents on some of the topics before we let Scala comes in the game. Stevie, you can jump in when you want.
Oh, no, I was just saying they're from Slovakia.
Yes. I think Gunaman said it.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Regards
by
to some
the
of
way,
yeah, go for
by
it.
the way, Gyökeres is 90M, and you guys bought Rasmus Højlund for 70. So keep him, bro. Keep him. Keep him. You can't buy any strike anymore, blood. Can't. But bro, I'm accept with when we bought KDH, bro, because we're just wasting money. Because like we're not giving him games now, we're loaning him out, and after that we're gonna sell him. Guys, that's just bad business, bro. It's bad business.
If we're doing that.
But bro, like if it happens like that, then we should stop buying midfielders, bro. You check. Then we use Andrew Santos and all those guys, bro. Simple as
Bro, I've
that.
been crying out for this all summer. I said, why are we buying more? If there's one position we didn't need more players, it's midfield.
Bro. And also, we just needed defenders, bro. Especially wing backs, G.
We needed a
But one like
striker. We needed a fullback. We got
Goalkeeper.
that in Vega.
a full back, yeah.
And what do you mean when
I
you
mean,
say
Vega's
we
there now,
got
so that's
other
good.
guys? We got
And then the goalkeeper.
other rival fans also watching, and they're all listening to it. So if you say we, what do you mean by we? Steven and
What you
Maya.
mean? Oh, Chelsea. I'm talking about Chelsea. Sorry, guys.
I mean, I did
my
also
bad.
then clarify the fact that it's Vega that's come in at fullback. So
Yeah, but like if we land in Gyökeres, bro, like we need to get him now, bro, because you know a lot of teams are out for this guy. He's a hottest striker right now. So unless we
but who
quickly
can afford him's the question, Maya. Who can? Because
hey,
Man United
Madrid,
can't.
bro, Madrid can afford him, bro.
Madrid after
They
they've
did
just
have too many.
Madrid aren't
and
go
and
bro,
Barca, guys.
Madrid
Barca can
won't.
sell their players too,
Barca
guys.
can't afford.
Barca won't
No,
be able-
Barca can sell the players so they can register the players. They can buy Gyökeres in the summer. I'm not talking about January. I'm talking about summer.
Even still, bro, with all
even
their
Madrid.
financial issues and stuff, that's why they've been struggling to sign players.
They've been signing free agents. Now they want to let Christensen go right now from Barcelona. They've been signing free
Hey.
agents. They don't have money, bro. They've rented
Nah.
the stadium out. The stadium. You know what they've been doing during international break and stuff like that. That stadium is being rented out for weddings, picnics.
I don't know if it
and,
still is, but it was at one point.
Animal festivals like gymnastic for dogs and all that kind of stuff. Making money from that stadium. You have place where they have dogs exhibition for gymnastics and all those things. People go there to buy dogs from that stadium. So that should tell you how bad the financial status
Saski's
of
waffling,
Barcelona
by the way,
is.
saying Chelsea have 26 wingers.
Yeah. Saski said what? Saski, what are you saying, man?
Absolute waffle.
He said he says
I mean, they wanted Anchuk Pong, so like,
bro, it says wing backs, yes, but you have 26 wing forwards.
I mean,
Yeah.
we all know that's the most waffle. So
Tell the greener man to be careful. Guys, we got 10 of you watching live. Please, the most important thing we do on this platform, I'm not asking you guys for a penny. I'm not asking you guys for $1 and nothing. Just support your brother here by just dropping a like on the video. And if your first time on this platform, what stops you from liking and subscribing to this platform? If you haven't done that, we're all human. I know sometimes. Let's do this real quick.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And one more, do this.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button if you haven't done that. That's the most important thing we require. We're begging you guys to do. We're not asking for super chat. We're not asking for anything. I'm not going to do that. I don't need that. So please, the only thing is in the support to get this channel where it has to be. It's been a long time coming and YouTube hasn't been fair with me. But sometimes I hit the luck where I blow up and sometimes it's just, you get what I mean? So let you guys can support it. Share it.
Just quick, right?
Jump on when you want to. Randall, if you're free, don't be. It's free. It's open. Jump on. Come and talk to us if you're free. Okay. Yeah.
You know, with under 21 games, you're allowed. I think it's a couple of players that are over 21.
Yes.
Who do you think's playing in goal for our under 21s tonight? This game is being streamed for free, by the way.
Jorgensen?
No, because he's in the Conference League.
He's still over.
And it's not Sanchez before you guess Sanchez.
I'm not gonna guess Sanchez.
I don't know, bro.
Who's Chelsea's third choice keeper?
Bettinelli.
Bettinelli.
Yeah, Bettinelli starting in goal for our under 21s.
Yo, I think we should get rid of Bettinelli quick, bro.
No,
'cause
keep him.
No,
Keep Bettinelli.
but Nelly's just
Bro,
there for
Bro,
motivation. He
we
doesn't
have
have
so
any-
many
Bettinelli is there
goalkeepers,
essentially
guys. We
like
have so
another
many
coach.
goalkeepers.
No. Hear me out, right? Bettinelli is literally there doing his coaching badges as
Yeah.
also like an extra coach type thing. Yeah.
He's not really
Also,
competing with any
the
other player.
other thing is, right, he's doing his coaching badges. He's got experience. He can guide the younger players. You still have academy players come up and train with the first team every now and then anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Right.
But you may as well keep him. Also, he contributes to your homegrown quota as well.
Interesting.
You see, Barca, I'm telling you guys, like I'm literally telling you, you
Bro,
can say Barcelona is
Barca
broke,
won't.
but Barca they have finance to buy Victor Gyökeres. That's what I'm saying. They do have
They won't.
finance because they can get rid of players, because they can get rid of De Jong, get rid of all those lazy players for one striker, and they can do it just to clear the wage structure. So that's why I'm saying, like, we need to be optimistic with Gyökeres now, bro. It's now or never. Even if we buy him January, we loan him back to
Who would you go
Sporting.
for? Gyökeres and then the Nigerian striker for Galatasaray. Who would you fancy?
I Gyökeres, because Victor Osimhen, I'm scared of AFCON. Nee. I'm scared of because we're gonna lose Jackson and
Osimhen,
bro.
you're in the shite.
AFCON, nah. I think
I
it's
agree.
better to go for.
I mean, I
Isak
always
or
had
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres as my number one target out of the two of Gyökeres and Osimhen, yeah? But whilst I had Gyökeres number one, I hadn't even factored in the AFCON issues. Because I was like, he's not my number one, so I'm not even considering that issue. But the fact that we did try and get the deal in the summer, I was like, you know what? It's kind of a bad idea. Because they're meant to be doing AFCON over the summer, but they keep moving it because the weather. It's like, okay, so why did you try to move it in the first place?
I mean,
Do you remember the
yeah.
last like 2 or 3
what-
are meant to be in the summer? They were meant to move it like 2 tournaments ago to the summer, and both of them have been moved to the winter again.
Right. I mean, from what you're saying, Sasuke said but then Neto and Moore comes in again. LOL, Joao Felix, Sancho, it don't stop. It don't stop there according to the number of plays we have. Rich Moneymaker said a big update. Barcelona have signed a new sponsorship or a new sponsor. In the summer, they will go for Gyökeres, according to what Rich Moneymaker is saying. It relates to what Maya is also saying here. In the summer, they will go for Gyökeres, according to my sources. They are talk that Chelsea could challenge for the title. Ooh, the title challenge. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about the title
This is a thing, yeah.
in a second.
I
Big up
want
to you,
the
Sam.
media
Big up
to
to you,
stop
Sam.
speaking so negatively about us, yeah. The issue is now they've gone the complete like 180 and gone the other way on speaking overly positive and overly confident that Chelsea can fight for a title. We're not ready to fight for a title. Do you know how simple it is for me to put down that whole argument? Sanchez says that's the argument against Chelsea winning the title. Robert Sanchez says no. There's your argument.
Bro, do you think we can compete, dog? Cause like what I'm seeing, G, like you can stand a chance, bro. Even if we have Bozo Sanchez, bro.
I think depending on how the next month goes, I think Chelsea can be thereabouts. I don't think we're gonna win it, but I think. What was it last time we were in the top sort of 4? I think we were like 20 points behind. But the way the Premier League is going at the moment, I don't think we'll be 20 behind. I don't think we'll be a million miles off it. I don't think we'll win it. I think we'll surprise even ourselves with where we get. I don't think we'll win it. I don't expect us to win it. It would be a shock if we did win it. I fully expect Man City to go out in January, yeah, strengthen and get a very good backup for Rodri, and then push for the title. I fully expect this.
Yo, I wish that's going to happen, fam. Because if it happens and they still lose points, bro.
The Scousers drop off would be historic.
Sasuke said, please, is Jimmy De Jong? Jimmy De Jong be the best midfielder in the world, right? De Jong and Odegaard. According to
I mean,
the Sasuke said Is it Gig or Rash is an average Swede striker overrated too much? Money. Sasuke said us go. All right, is the nations and the Citapens and the Real Alvarez and other unknown Portuguese low clubs? Did not think that well, but just let me beat it up and go. So Gyökeres will be Manchester United player. I don't think
He
so,
won't,
bro.
because they literally
Sam, pick
can't
up
get
to you,
him.
Sam. I don't think they can afford him right now. Maybe
It's
somewhere
not
around the
even
summer.
can they afford him, right? I mean, it is,
Too
but
many
at the
players.
same time, they've literally just got Hoyland and Xerxes
And
for about
Zersky.
100, 110
So they want
million.
another striker. Guys,
I mean,
know,
what are you gonna
bro.
do, Sam? What are you gonna do with all those players? You have Holland over there. You have Zeski also over there. Then you're bringing in Gyökeres. You know, I think right now what Amiram has to do is to develop these players because he's known for developing young players. So time for him to develop these players before he can think about bringing in new players. If the players that he think he has cannot work for him, just like Graham Potter said, 7 new players. He thought, okay, that's what he has now to work with. He has to develop those players, and all of a sudden, another new 7 new players. Then if he was like, I don't know how I can do this. So Graham Potter said that if you haven't seen that video, try and watch it. But big up to you, Sam. Sam, there you go with that. Here, Sasuke says Saliba will pocket Victor today. Big up to my
Saliba
big
can't
brother,
even pocket
Chelsea
Nico
president,
Jackson, bro.
Coachella in the building. Coachella, big up to you, my friend. I hope you're doing very well. Not my friend, my brother. I hope you're doing well. He says a big up to my people, Maya, the rapper, Heights, brother. According to him over here, says hold
Big up,
dog, big up
coach.
to hold dog in the building. Says looking like Danny John Jones. Is it Julius? Is it Jules?
John
Jules'
Jules.
nephew. Bottom right. Oh, okay. Maya is talking about Maya.
Who that look like?
Is
I
this
don't know who
Jules'
that is.
nephew? Bottom on the bottom right. Does it look like someone? Everyone looks like someone, so don't worry if it looks like him. Hopefully he's a superstar. Not Richmond Maker said Robert Sanchez was pushed by the former Brighton coach to come to Chelsea, but they are concerned about him not handling the pressure.
Do you mean the goalkeeping coach Ben Roberts by any chance? Because I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard. Is it relates to Ben Roberts, who's now Chelsea's head of global goalkeeping?
Through him that he brought that to he brought Sanchez to Chelsea. We need more quality shooters in our starting 11. CFC Bulldog said that he needs quality shooters, the strikers. Absolutely, we need more players that can shoot. Back in the days, we have players that are shooting. Floyd Malouda shooting. Solomon Kalou also shooting. Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard. Obviously, we know Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes. Those players, those two players, I love them. Ballack. Look at these players. I can't wait to have Paul Scholes, Michael Ballack, and Frank Lampard in my team in the midfield. That's crazy. And Lampard. Just
quick, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Stephen.
Sasuke said that Saliba pocket Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, brother, he can't even pocket Nicholas Jackson, fam. And Jackson was called the worst striker in the league at points last season. And Jackson was spinning him for fun.
Yeah, I remember that Saliba thing on the right hand side. Isn't it?
Nah, Steven, that's biased, bro. That's biased to say.
What is?
That's totally biased, though.
It's a fact. Jackson spun him so many times, and Jackson.
Bro, I think Saliba will handle
attacker in the league, and Saliba's supposedly the best in the world.
Bros, okay, I understand that, but bro, like, have you seen Saliba's record? He's actually good at defense, bro. I want to.
I'm just making a point that if Jackson's supposedly the worst guy in the league can spin him, don't get your hopes up on Gyökeres not spinning him.
Jackson's not a pure striker, boy.
Bro,
I'm just saying, supposedly he's terrible, and apparently Saliba's the best in the world. But if Jackson can spin him, then either Saliba's not that good or Jackson's not that bad. Take your pick.
Scala, can you hear me?
Yep.
There's a lot said over here. Any reaction to it?
Yeah, I mean, Gyökeres, I was listening to you guys talk about him. I mean, yeah, we have spent 110 million on Xerxes and Hoyland. and I don't see why the club will again reinvest another striker because we have other important areas to address. Especially we need another holding six because we cannot go into another season with Casemiro. Ugarte will stay. That's his guy. So that's like a pre-signing anyways. But I would like another six because Kobe Mainu, he's not a six. I think he's a 10. He's not even an eight because that guy cannot run back. He's good on the ball, but he's limited. He doesn't have athletic ability. So I think that's where we need to invest, and we will need another couple of wingers slash inside tens. So buying Gyökeres. Also, I don't believe in this thing that you replace goals by just buying a new striker. I think you need to build a system first, so that I think these days your number nines don't score the goals. I think your system scores the goals. So that's where we need to invest first. There's no point in buying Gyökeres and then having no supply to him. That's what Hoyland is facing right now. If you watch that City game against Tottenham, Haaland missed two good chances in the first 10 minutes. United can't even create two chances in whole 90 minutes. So, yeah, I would, if I am this guy, Ashworth, and what is it? This guy, not Omar Brada, the other guy. Oh, I'm missing his name. I will definitely say like work with Hoyland, try to make him the next Gyökeres because I think Gyökeres he's like 28, or turning 28 in March or something like that. So he's not like super young. Hoyland is like 22. So spending 18 million or whatever they would want Sporting. Although we do have very good relation with Sporting. So if the club also like your Amarim, he's not a manager. He's a head coach. That's a very clear cut. The club has told him that you will not be buying players. We are not going to be buying players because you say so. The club, as what's happening at Chelsea, the club is buying players for him. Obviously, he'll have some say, but we're not going to be doing what Ten Hag did with Anthony and all these guys. Paying 85 million and all that kind of ridiculous amount of money. So yeah, it makes no sense to buy Gyökeres. Gyökeres fits a team where the system is already there. Someone like a Chelsea where, if Jackson is not producing like a 20 goal season, and I don't think Jackson will ever produce because I don't think that's his game. I think even though if he's getting this amount of goals, I think he's overachieving because his abilities are very much invaluable, which he gives off the ball. You're not going to find a striker, especially like you paid like 35 million for him, and his off the ball work is like next to none. I think it's best in the league. I mean, he's literally a handful. If he's not scoring, that's where I think he is very valuable. If he's not scoring, he contributes. Because if you see Haaland, if he doesn't score, we see what happens to him. He's like they're almost playing with 10 man. So yeah, I think he fits like a team like you mentioned, Barcelona. If they want to replace Lewandowski, I think he's 37 now. So yeah, I don't think we'll be buying Gyökeres. We're not going to be breaking the bank. And anyways, if we don't qualify for the Champions League for 2 seasons back to back, we are going to be cut off from that Adidas money as well. So where is the money coming from? We don't anyway sell good. Our best sold player was Elanga to Nottingham Forest. So we cannot raise money for Gyökeres. So yeah, it's not happening. It's a pipe dream. I mean, I know the player would like to go back to Amarin and work with him again, but yeah, United cannot afford, man.
Thank you very much, Scala. Rich want to make us remember Manchester United players will be lowering the wage bill like Chelsea did. So Manchester United will have to wait for the process. Well spoken by the Manchester United fan. That Scala, thank you very much, Rich Moneymaker, for the comment. Hot Dog said, "Buddy, building a system is fine, but we are in the Premier League full of tactics and mediocrity. How about a forward or two? How about a forward or two that can break a position and push shots and goal like Isaac does for Newcastle United?" Big up to Chelsea Perspective out there with his comment. Rich Moneymaker said, "Big up Chelsea Perspective." Okay. Big up to everyone here. Gunnar said, "A rich moneymaker." So does that mean the Mount gets released? That's a big question. Rashford transfer. That's the question. He will jump on it here in a minute. Rich moneymaker said, "Yes, all players over 200k from Manchester United will be sold." according to Rich Moneymaker.
Yeah,
What's
who would buy them?
your
No one is
what's your
buying
thoughts on it,
Mount from
Scala?
us. No one is buying Rashford on that kind of wages. So we cannot sell players like that. Even Eriksen, he's on 150. He'll be leaving on free. Lindelof is on 100K. He will be leaving on free. So that's two players we won't be getting any money for. So, and Casemiro, if he goes, I don't know what's with Casemiro. He's on good money as well, but I don't know if the club is going to extend his contract. So, yeah, we don't have any assets to sell as well like that. So, I mean, even if we sold someone like Anthony, we're not going to getting like big money. We are going to be doing what we did for Sancho, maybe
You
like a
lose money.
25 million. Yeah. So, yeah, we cannot big raise. I don't think United can even raise like 60 million. That's a stretch because we don't even have a full profit player like McTominay to sell this season. So we're not going to be selling Kobe Mainu or Garnacho. So yeah, we could be in for a very bad summer, man, because United, I think we already have some kind of money to give to clubs based on buying players from last season. I think we did with Xerxes and Hoyland. We have to still play Atalanta that money. So yeah, I mean, we are in a bit of a trouble. So it will be interesting how the club backs Amorim because he is coming with a specific style of play which demands players with specific skill set. And if you don't give him that, he can do so much with some players. He cannot make Rashford a number 9. That's never going to happen. If you saw Ipswich against United, Rashford scored the goal in the first 3 minutes, and that guy disappeared. And we are paying him 300, 320 or something like that. So, yeah, big problem, man.
Smash the like button.
Thank you very much, Scala. Maya, you want to react to some of the comments that came in regarding United?
Who's on 400K? Damn. Who's on 400K?
Probably
Salah?
Rashford. Probably
No,
Rashford, or
Rashford's
maybe.
not on. No one is on 400K in the Premier
No one's
League.
on 400K. No one will
Hey,
pay 400K.
no, you
in
can't say
Premier
the Premier League. This is the Premier League.
But 400K.
Yeah, no one
Yeah,
is on
Haaland is
400K.
making 400K.
No,
Haaland,
but not
400K is
on.
a lot of money.
No. His
Oh.
base salary, I think Haaland is something like 350, 380. With goal bonuses and all that, I think it touches 500. So, like,
Yeah.
you're talking about base salary. No one is on 400K.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that would be
the way
mad, bro.
Haaland has been banging the goals, so pretty
Yeah,
much
so
he's
he gets
making
goal
almost
bonuses and all that.
450 a
But
week.
yeah, but no one, that will literally break the wage record. So it's not happening.
Bro, I have a question for you, Skylar, bro. Like you talked about a 6, right? Who's like your most prefer? Like if you go to the market, who do you
I
want to
mean,
buy as a 6?
I mean, I wish I could answer that question because I don't know how this guy wants to play yet. Because right now, what we're trying to do is like we are going to play with two like 8s. We're not playing with a 6 at the moment. So we anyways don't have a 6 at the club. If you discount Ugarte, I think Ugarte is the only 6 because Casemiro we use him as an 8. We don't like he's not a holding midfielder ever since he has come to the club. Even when we played Bruno Eriksson and this guy Casemiro under Ten Hag's first season, Casemiro was like he was doing much more than defending. So yeah, if you ask me, I would like someone in the mold of this guy Zubomendi, someone who can play in the first phase. Receive the ball from the defender, who's press resistant.
You read my
I would have
mind,
loved
bro.
to
You read
sign.
my mind.
Yeah,
You
I
read
would
my
have loved
mind.
to sign this season. This guy, the guy which Fulham bought, Sanderberg. I think that guy would have been ideal for us because he's so good on the ball. But people don't see like that because he's from Burnley, and we don't want to sign players who are in the Championship. But they don't look at the skill set because we already got too many players who are going to fight and throw their body around like Casemiro and Ugarte. But we don't have a Frankie De Jong. We don't have as I mentioned, Zubimendi or this guy Sanderberg. I think that's what we need to do because how are we going to connect this guy midfield, the 3 defenders with the 2 midfielders, and then to the 2 10s? So yeah, we need someone in that profile. But again, I need to get a bigger sample size of how the Amorim sets up because at Sporting, if you watch the Man City game, he had this guy. He had his wing backs, and they are like the chief supply line, like how Klopp used to play with Robertson and Trent Arnold. Like literally, they used to bypass the midfield and they go straight from fullback to their number 9. So we might not need someone of that profile which I'm mentioning. So we'll have to wait and see. I want to see what he does with Ugarte because that's his guy. He was at Sporting and he played 75 games for him. So it's not it's not like a small season. So yeah, but if this was Ten Hag, I would have said Sanderberg, like someone with that profile. But we'll see how Amorim sets up.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Scala. Maya, did he answer your question very well for you?
Ah, he did. Spot on.
What,
Stephen, any
you
more
bought
questions for Scala?
Dewsbury-Hall. What position does he play? Is he like an 8 or I
Oh, who's
completely forgot
Zubimendi?
what he did at Leicester. Like, what is his position?
Who's this? Who are you talking about, bro?
KDH, Kevin Dewsbury-Hall.
Oh, he plays
He's
like a
defensive
central mid. Yeah, no, does
He's
he
No,
like
play
an 8.
attacking mid,
defensive
yeah.
mid?
Attacking mid, yeah.
He
Attacking
plays
mid.
central, yeah, attacking, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pointless signing, man.
Eish,
Leicester could have done.
bro.
Maybe you could loan him back to Leicester. They are struggling at the moment. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
you guys,
reports
you
are
buy
saying.
players like these. You bought Drinkwater from them. It's like some kind of weird obsession, you guys, and you never use them. You bought Drinkwater for what, 40 million, right? I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
guy that we used was Kante, bro.
50
That
or
was the
60.
only guy.
Yeah, it wasn't just
Yeah.
drink water. Marina have done some useless signings since he's been at the football club, but people don't say it.
Bro,
We only give him
damn.
the credit for the Hazard deal alone. If you look at some of the players that this woman brought in, she brought in players like what's his name again from Monaco, Bakayoko. Jesus.
Bakayoko,
This
Timo.
guy got two yellow cards, and then it resulted into a red card within the space of 10 minutes in the Premier League game.
Literally was on the pitch for like 15 minutes and got sent off for a second yellow.
That's the kind of player.
I remember. Do you know Louis Benevento?
Yeah,
Even
it's a
Benevento.
Baba,
Have you
right?
seen,
Yeah,
have
that
you
one,
seen the clip? He
yo.
goes,
Ish.
"I'm fat. Even I know you don't do that." About Bakayoko getting the 2 yellows at the Watford game in like 10-15 minutes. Said something like, "I'm
But
fat."
Bakayoko, I think he was like a high-profile signing because I know that season, I think it was 2016. I think even we were linked with Bakayoko. So I mean,
What is it with Chelsea and Monaco, bruv? What is it?
Hey, dog. I don't know why we left out Mbappe for that Monaco shit. I don't know, bro.
Chelsea with who again?
Even Disasi. No, Disasi. Ish.
Disasi.
Ish.
And was Malonsa also coming from there?
I think Malangsa came from I'm not sure. Let's check, bro.
No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I think he was Leon or something. He was a free transfer, wasn't he?
Malangsa.
Malonsa, yeah, I think so. All right, guys. So if you're still here, we are. I think the last player we're gonna talk about. We've already mentioned, talked about him many times. As it said, Gyökeres Deal is very close. Chelsea are leading the race for being the favorite to land the player. 90 million January transfer. I don't think he's moving on to January transfer. I don't think so. Because once Gyökeres move from Sporting CP, who will be the preferred player to be banging the goals for them? I think he'll finish the season. The move is not going to happen this January. Hopefully, it happens in the summer. I want Chelsea to put in all their eggs in that basket and get this player. Don't worry about this Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. Don't worry about Osimhen because Osimhen, I don't think he's the guy. He's a good player, but if we want a player that can really help with a build-up play like we've seen with Jackson, Victor Osimhen is not that guy. It's going to be another Haaland in our team, and all our Palmer will be doing all the work without much helping hands in terms of defensive. We have Joao Felix, who we know defensively he doesn't give us much. If he's playing the team, we need our striker to drop deep to help with the defense, and we're not going to get that from Victor Osimhen. I don't think. I'm not even sure with Gyökeres. Not even sure.
Because you mentioned Joao Felix, he made those 2 tackles early on in the game against Leicester, yeah? Bear in mind, they was in Leicester's half, yeah? Mm-hmm. I saw somebody put Felix with 2 tackles and I was told he can't track back. It was in Leicester's half, you cretin. He was not tracking back. It was in their half. It was about halfway inside their half each time he made that tackle. But apparently he made 2 tackles so he can track back. I'm presuming that person was not watching the game, because if they was, they'd see the exact position of that tackle. Or tackles, rather.
Smash the like button.
Are you done, Steven?
Yep.
Okay. Richmond Maker said that one player on 350 pounds, 2 others from Manchester United players on 300 pounds will be sold in the next. The next player is on 250 a week. So a lot of these players will be sold because of the high wages. Why wouldn't they negotiate with them and bring the wages down if they want to still want to use those players? Richmond
You
Maker
think the
said
players will take a
KDH.
wage cut? You're mad.
Who else is gonna afford those wages if they don't go for a wage cut? No one is gonna afford
It's
them.
the way
If they still want to be-
footballers and their representatives and their families' brains will work.
It says KDH has helped our players understand our coach's system. KDH will become good, trust me, according to Richmond Maker. I don't know. I know he's a good player, but the time for him to become good is the problem. He only has to play in Europa Conference League, and it's going to get to a time the Europa Conference League was going to be on the break for a while, which means which kind of competition does he play? Chelsea are not in the Carabao Cup anymore. The only domestic competition left is the Premier League, and then the FA Cup. That's where Chelsea find themselves now, and it's getting to the period where you have to start playing the big game and the bigger boys. No. I think the Carabao Cup is the bigger boys, but an FA Cup, I think,
No,
is in the
FA
earlier
Cup's
stages.
bigger.
Yeah, earlier stages. Yeah, so there's still more
FA
to come.
Cup's
Guys,
bigger, but
let's get it-
you're
let's
in
get
the
it going.
earlier
Let's get it
stages,
going.
so you might get a favourable draw.
Yeah, we got a lot of numbers here. 14 of us watching live on YouTube, and the others watching live on X. So, guys, let's do this real quick. That's the only way we can get this channel going to places. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, don't forget to drop a like on the video, comment on it as usual. We also welcoming you to join our show. The link is in the comment section below. Maybe, hopefully, Stephen can find it and pin it, because I didn't pin it. You have to go all the way up and then pin that over there. Big up to you, DJ Sub, and our brother Richard Maker, Whole Dog, and everyone watching this live. And I know JC will be watching the show later when the stream comes to an end. So I wish JC well and whatever he has coming up. DJ Subs, a big up. Nate Steven, big up to the comments. Everyone in the chat, really selling Nkunku. It's reports. There are reports, but I don't think so. Nkunku will get game time. And some reports that Richmond Maker shared with us. The club really respects Nkunku, and Nkunku really know where he stands at this moment. It's not the club's fault; it's his own fault. And injury, we can't blame injury on him. Whilst he's on the injury list, there are other players who are also working hard to play in that same position. So they have to still work hard, have patience, because very soon we'll be playing 3 games in a week. Yes, 3 games in a week, back to back, and it's going to be involving a lot of rotation. A lot of players will be coming in, and others will be coming out, and giving game time to each and all these players. So that will make them happy. And we know injury will still be coming in. So,
Just quick,
DJ,
Lee,
yes, sir.
I saw a report. I think it was from The Athletic. I might be wrong, so I'm open to correction on it.
Yeah,
I think it was The Athletic, though, that said, like, basically they were on about the stuff that's being said about Nkunku. And they said, essentially, that he hasn't asked to leave or anything, and Chelsea don't want to sell him. So, straight away, that one's nipped in the bud. So, thankfully. I mean, realistically, if you're a professional, which I'm sure Nkunku is, yeah, surely you look at it and go, well, there's players ahead of me that are performing, so I need to step up my game in the minutes that I get and my game in training to put myself in with a shout of actually getting more game time. He probably is doing that. I'm not speculating that he isn't. I'm just saying surely that has to be the mentality that you have. I'm not saying he doesn't have it. I'm just saying based on the reports, like supposedly he's unhappy, supposedly he wants to leave, and you get another report from a more reliable outlet saying actually he hasn't asked to leave. So
Thank you very much. Richmond Maker make it clear to DJ that we're not selling Nkunku, but it's just a report out there, and we brought it up today on the stream to talk about it. Hodok said, "What did Amaron see in the first match? Is this Anarchy? Is that Anachi in the midfield? Inachi is it Inachi in the midfield
Wait.
and
Anarchy.
and ESP in Bruno's play." I did not watch
Anarchy in the midfield and especially in
Anarchy.
Bruno's play.
Oh, okay, I get it. But yo, bro, like, you check, he underestimated Ipswich because he thought like it's a. You check, and it's from Portugal League, dog. So
I don't
won't
think he
blame him,
underestimated
bro.
him, bro.
He did. He like, bro,
No,
you put
do you know what I
Evans.
think it is?
Bro, you put
With Man
Evans in the
United,
middle.
they had quite a lot of players out on internationals, yeah. So he couldn't work with the full complement of players that he'd want to use to get his system across during the international break, and ultimately that's what hurt them. That's what I think, anyway.
So you think?
Also, I don't
putting-
think the players fit the profile he needs as well.
Bro, so you think putting Ericsson, Evans, right, and all the middle players there, you put Delete at midfield, bro. So you're telling me he
He
didn't
put the
underestimate?
centre back, bro.
No, he put Delete in midfield, bro. Trust, bro. I think it was Delete or Evans.
What,
He played
what should
Evans,
I tell you,
bro.
Maya? That
And
should tell you
and
he was
played
trying to
Eriksen.
implement. He was trying to implement a new tactic to see if it works. And
Nah, I
it
think he
worked right.
underestimated Ipswich. Like, I think he thought Ipswich was like a small team because I get it why he's from a foreign.
Yes,
Okay, but it's Premier League. Any small team in Premier League can turn up. It's not Portugal League where you win 4-0 against a horrible team that's in 18th place. This is Ipswich. You have players that want to play in the Prem. They want to play for team. They're gonna show up, bro. So I'm saying,
you're looking for trouble using the Portuguese league as an example. DJ Service listening.
no, DJ, sorry if I'm cutting you wrong and saying Portugal League is a farmers league, but I'm saying like you guys get what I'm
it's the
saying.
league that Amarim came from, so it's the easiest one to use.
Exactly, G. So you telling me that Ruben didn't underestimate Ipswich when he put on those middle players that he knew that were not quality enough to play for that starting 11. So
What I
you're
was saying
telling me
is,
Ruben didn't underestimate Ipswich.
thank you very much, Maya. I don't think I'm not saying he underestimate them. It looks like it, but I don't think that's what it is. I think because the man has been making that same word. He's been saying that many times. A style of play many times. Anytime he goes to press conference and interview, he wants to implement a style of play. So to me, I feel like he's trying to implement a style of play since he arrived at United, but didn't have all those materials or the resources on the pitch to use that. So he was trying to figure something out against Ipswich. It felt like, okay, one way or the other, you could say you underestimate them because you don't want to practice something on a small club or maybe a newly promoted team from the championship, thinking, okay, it's going to work on your behalf. But this is the Premier League, just like you said. So one way or the other, he underestimated them trying to implement a new style of play for Manchester United when he's going to meet a team like Ipswich, and it did not work well. Because I watched the second half, I watched some highlights of it. They did not play well. Ipswich played them out of the pitch, and they were struggling, and they're going to struggle just like Enzo Maresca had. He had preseason. He had time to really establish his style of play, and it takes time for players to adjust to a new, methodology of playing under a new manager. But luckily for
New
Chelsea,
style of play and stuff like that.
yeah, the
Wait,
players are
can
kind
I
of
also
smart
add on
developed.
to that, me? Sorry,
Go
like
for it.
I think because he did this mid block thing with Ipswich, and that kind of killed his game because he wasn't pressing enough on the first half, second. So, but I get it. It's his first game, so he's trying to understand. But yo, it's Premier League, bruh. You're gonna lose your hair, bro. You're going to lose your hair. I'm telling you.
You get bald soon. Guys, don't
Bruh.
forget, smash the like button for
Guys,
Blue
put
Clouds
in
to
the
the YouTube
comments
channel. My
if
name is
you're
Nate Zion. We call Stephen G and our wonderful brother Maya in the studio. Everyone out there, thank you very much for being part of today's wonderful stream. Rich Moneymaker said our coach will only play players that will defend off the ball and work hard. That's the main reason why Joao Felix found it difficult to break into Chelsea's starting 11. Rich Moneymaker said, and Nkunku, Nicholas Nkunku, one yellow
Nicholas
card.
Nkunku, what are you on about?
Hey,
Bruh, I want him. I want
Nicholas-
Felix to start, though. Yo, I want Felix
Nicholas
to start,
Jackson.
man.
Nicholas Jackson. That's what happened when you talk too much and you try to, hibernate. We say hibernation. Hibernate, putting two names together, and Nicholas Jackson and Nicholas Nkunku. Good God help. All right, Nicholas Jackson, one yellow card from suspension. Guy,
He needs
this
to get
guy
a yellow card
already
against Aston Villa. He needs
already
that
on
yellow
14.
card against Villa.
against Villa.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
have him avoid a yellow card against them and then get a yellow card against Southampton because the next game after
Southampton, yeah.
Southampton is
That's
Spurs and I need him to
Tottenham.
bang a hat
Yeah,
trick
we
again.
need him for Tottenham, bro.
They
Because
bang
Tottenham
the
plays
hat trick and their
highlight.
head's got to put 3-point lane
Exactly.
again.
And
Steve, the easy way-
Jackson loves highlight.
Yeah, the easy way you can do it. Tell him once
Mate,
he's being
that's the way
stopped
we
off.
play. We'll change it. It's our style.
Steven, tell him once he's being stopped off on the bench and he sits on the bench and Chelsea gets a goal, he should run. He should run on the pitch, the length and breadth of the pitch, and celebrate for a yellow card. That's the only way he can miss it.
Well, you know, I let him off on that one when he done it against Palace because A, it was a big moment, and B, bro, I didn't notice it, right? And then when they showed the replay, just see him sprint across. I was like, if you're going to do it, don't do it in front of the ref's face. Come on.
Jackson,
He
man,
literally, he literally ran across the referee's eye line.
some of the yellow cards this guy have accumulated. It's just descent.
But do you know
It's
what?
not
You say that, but some of them
thing.
are such BS yellow cards. You look at the one he got
Yeah,
against
for
Bournemouth,
real.
yeah?
Mm.
The one against Bournemouth, he literally calmly asked, I can't say what I call him, but Fraudany Taylor, I'll call him instead as an alternative, why he didn't give a foul down the other end of the pitch. Calmly asked him. He didn't shout. Sancho shouted at another point. That was a yellow. That should be yellow. But Jackson literally asked him, you could tell he's saying it calmly, why wasn't that a yellow card down the other end? Why wasn't that a foul? And he got a yellow card. Bro, if you as a referee, I get it, dissent and all that should be a yellow. But if he's asking you calmly, yeah, I've seen players shout in referees' faces and get no cards, bro. But if a player's asking you calmly and you resort to booking them, you've got no control. Because if you're having to literally book him when he's calmly asking you why you didn't give a challenge or a yellow card down the other end of the pitch, what control do you have of the game? I mean, it's Fraudany Taylor. We know he has no control, but it just reinforces that point. The Sancho one in that game where he's shouting in his face is a yellow. But I'm sorry, if a player can't ask calmly why you gave no challenge or no yellow card down the other end, then it's pathetic.
I do agree. DJ Saab said, I agree, Stephen. There was also some reports that Felix was in the same situation a while ago. I think it's based on the topic.
Do you know what the best report I've seen in the last week was?
Another outlet, though, going to DJ.
The best report I saw in the last week was Chelsea could look to loan out Jadon Sancho in January. Yeah, great report in that, mate.
What?
He's on loan at Chelsea. Good to see journalism at its peak right now.
Do you remember the other article that I sent to you? The other report that I sent to you was like bullshit. And I went on and unfollowed this person. I don't want to see any nonsense again.
Oh,
He
the
said Chelsea are willing. Yeah.
The Fajes or whatever it is. It's like
Yeah.
FJHACES or whatever. Yeah, them.
I can't even remember who they are anymore because I blocked them and then unfollowed them.
No, it's them. I'm pretty sure it's them.
He came up with a report saying that
them.
was he Joao Felix or Nkunku, one of them? No, Jadon Sancho. Yeah, he came up with a report that Jadon Sancho is struggling with minutes and he wants to leave the football club because he's not getting game time.
Oh,
Dude has
yeah,
been sick.
yeah. I said, bro, he's been injured and ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Let's play a player who's injured and do a Mikel Arteta. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so I'm very very serious on where I get my news from. If I realize that these people are starting to put that bullshit clickbait thing, I just go on and I'll
That's
unfollow
why I
you.
always say to you,
I
Nee,
don't do
like,
that. So
trust me, it's not like the most
Rich
reliable
Rich
out.
Moneymaker, it's very very credible. He's credible with what he does. And when I see that Rich Moneymaker is waffling stuff over on YouTube, I mean on X, I'm gonna go and unfollow him. And I know brother doesn't do that. It's very
Nah, he's spot on
yeah.
with his reports, man.
Oh
I
yeah,
won't
yeah.
lie.
It's spot
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So yeah, we can rely on some of
Mm.
these stuff that
Also,
he put out there.
the thing that you'll know is that sometimes even the most reliable people, like you can have 2, 3 different reliable people stating one or two things slightly different because it depends who their sources are. They might have got something from a source that's closer to the situation, then it might not be known to others, so it's being played down to others who then tell theirs.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's some things that I've seen where I'm like, okay, with that, I've seen others say otherwise, and not necessarily stuff that rich money makers have said, just other people in general. I've seen some reports saying this, and then I've seen other reports saying the opposite, and I'm like, okay, but I've been following the reports of this other person for the second person for longer, so I know 95% of the time they're probably hitting. There's maybe 5% where they don't, and that's mostly because things can change at a click of a finger because it's transfer business.
Let me break this one out here. This is a statement coming from Tommy Abraham, and the report is saying that Tommy Abraham, he said this. He's been quoted. It's the Chelsea have good team players like Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson. I would like to see them finish in the top 4 because they have 50 players or something like that that who are all good players, so they can do that. Who told Tommy Abraham Chelsea have 50 players?
I don't know if he's just mocking it or not because he is Chelsea,
No.
isn't he?
Uh,
No, I don't know
how-
if he's mocking it because he's saying, I want them to do well because they've got 50 players or like 50 good players or something like that. So
Don't worry, we'll see him
part
in
of me makes
UCL,
me
bro.
think he's just mocking the reports.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
you
probably
can't do
mocking
that. I
them.
mean, you can say they have a lot of players, but you came out with a figure
No, Nate.
means that you know what you're talking
Nate,
about.
no, you're
I
not
mean,
getting
Abraham,
it.
you're
You're
an
not getting it.
idiot, okay?
No, you're not
He's
getting
mocking
it.
us,
I think
Nee.
he's
He's
mocking
mocking
it
us.
because all the reports
Yeah.
were Chelsea have 50 players, Chelsea have 70 players,
Yeah.
60 players. Bro, actuality, Chelsea have hundreds of flipping players because they have academy. If you want to
No,
get real technical, and I mean, they included some like kids in there, like that are like 17,
oh yeah,
18 and
loan
stuff like that,
players,
and they were
loan
doing it, yeah.
players, and players that
So
they've
I
already
literally
paid.
said to my mate, I went, okay, one of my mates who supports another team, I went, okay, you want to be factual? Chelsea have hundreds of players because they have an academy. And I'm saying this because they included academy kids in their calculations, in their bullshit images. So I'm going to include academy players and say we have hundreds of players because we got an academy.
Right. Rich
Let's
Moneymaker
just say
said,
they
well
had no
spoken.
counter to that.
Rich Moneymaker said, well spoken legend Chelsea Nkunku understand he had to work hard. Joao Felix isn't going anywhere, and our coaches is doing personal training with Joao Felix, with his pressing on the ball that has a right. Rich Moneymaker also said that DJ Joao Felix isn't going anywhere, and hope you're well. Okay. This is yeah, we're asking of how our brother's doing. I hope Rich Moneymaker is doing very well now. I see him more active, so it looks like he's getting his strength back. Still recovery,
Yeah.
still recovery. And brother
recovery.
recovered very well. What are says what truth is Isaac yesterday? A lot of reports was circulating. With Isaac, reporters saying he's moving to Chelsea, he's moving away from Chelsea, he's going to Bayern Munich, he's going to Barcelona, a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know where Isaac is going, but he's another player with so much injury. If you're worried about injury players, he's one of them. Rich Moneymaker said that we
That's
have
true.
discussed Isaac, but they're concerned about his attitude. Chelsea will not sign players of trying haven't got the mentality.
If
Players
they
that
don't
have
have the mentality, yeah.
mentality. Okay.
And it's injury
Hold on
prone
to that.
too, bro. Yeah, nah. It's injury prone. So I wouldn't buy a striker that's injury prone, bro. No
Within the
ways.
within the goals. Hudok said, "I'm not impressed by any side in Europe, or the UK right now. Lots of underwhelming players in starting 11 who cannot shoot accurately with velocity, according to him, which is true. I mean, who are the top strikers out there? There are few. As 20 years ago or 10 years ago, if you talk about strikers in the world, I
Yeah,
think
you're right.
it comes by generation by generation. A time comes where strikers or defenders are abundant in the world. A time, if you watch the 1990-1992 era to 1995, defenders were on top. Then it got to a time, defenders started fading away. It got to the midfield. Then it got to attacking. So it's like every decade, there's a certain crop of players that come out. The abundance of them, and now it looks like a midfield. Midfield is moved from striker to midfield right now. Now every player wants to be a midfielder. Every player wants to be a midfielder. Few coming out as top defenders. Barca and Bayern Munich might have more than the rest, according to hold on. What exactly is he talking about? Is they strikers
But
or
what
players?
does Bayern want a striker? Because they have Kane, bro. Why do they need a striker?
Oh, Kane will be
They have
out soon,
Kane.
bro. Kane will be out soon. Bayern Munich will
Wait,
be-
is
Nah,
he's not
Kane will
signing?
be
He's
there
not
now for 1
resigning.
or 2 years.
No, he's probably gonna resign. He's probably gonna extend his contract.
but not for long. At least the highest he can
Yeah,
go is 2
probably.
years. Kane is old. He's I think about 30. Is it 32, Steven?
I don't know.
Hey,
But I
but
don't even.
he's
He might
killing
be
it
31.
still, though. Yeah.
By the way, the Chelsea Academy beating Real Sociedad 1-0. Harvey Vale scored.
Hey, how old is Harvey Vale, bro?
Harvey
I
Vale.
don't know. It feels like he's been around for ages.
For
Gee,
ages,
nah.
yeah.
For that for the under 21s, gee, nah, bro, nah.
I'm checking now.
And Hold Dog said, as Wenger is correct, though teams should have specialty, this specialist, especially to finish, like special players to finish
Nee,
chances and stuff.
I don't like Arsene Wenger, nee. I don't like
Why?
him at all, nee.
He
Because he
he
brought that
revolutionized
system,
English
that
football.
system for the UEFA thing. He brought it up.
Or the new system.
What system?
Yeah, the whole schedule thing. He's the reason why
I
this
don't
change.
mind
But
this league.
there's
phase
nothing
thing.
wrong with it.
But nee, these things are killing our players, nee. They're burning out. Like when I watch Madrid, Liverpool, all those guys, they are burning out. And they
But
get
that's
so
why
many
we
games.
need to get rid of other competitions, bro. We need to get rid of the Nations League and shit like that.
And-
What the Champions
and
League has done now is a lot of
By the
games.
way,
though, like
Harvey
open Champions
Vale
League.
only turned 21 in September.
Harvey
Bro,
Vale.
and apparently World Cup, they're going to extend the World Cup to 64 teams,
The
bro.
World Cup's being expanded, yeah.
Yo,
Oh, there's
nah,
no
bro.
need for it.
I blame
It's
Arsene Wenger
still
for
going to
this,
be
bro.
Europe winning the World Cup. There's no sense in doing it. It's still going to be Europe winning the World Cup because the kind of talent that they possess against the rest of the world is too much. Because look at the players that England will parade on during the World Cup. Majority, all of them playing high fly league, top Premier League, almost 80% in the Premier League and the 10% from other league outside the Premier League. And look at what Germany is going to produce. Almost the best players in the Bundesliga. Spain is going to bring the best players in Spain, plus others that are playing like England and maybe Germany. How many Spaniards play in the German league? Not many. Almost all of them in the Spanish Liga. You get what I mean? So they're just trying to disgrace the some other players because then you're gonna bring countries like San Marino. You're gonna bring countries like Botswana, and they can't
Bro,
even.
San Marino do actually have a chance of qualifying for the next World Cup.
But yeah, what they're gonna do in the World Cup when they get there? What they're gonna
I
do?
don't care. I
They've won
kind of
2
just
games.
want them to qualify just once because it would be historic and it would be brilliant.
And look, San Marino in the entire career playing European football, they've won only 2 games. San Marino have won 2 games. And they
Nah,
scored
it's
like
too
3 games.
competitive,
2
3
goals.
overall.
I saw them trolling Man City just now.
Yeah,
but
that was brilliant. Did you see that? They were trolling Man City the
they
other
were
day,
trolling
saying,
Man City.
at Man City, can we play you? We think we can beat you.
Yo,
Bro,
All right.
they had 0 competitive wins in their history. They hadn't won any game because it was a friendly since, I think, 2003 or something. Then they got 2 wins in 2 months.
Really?
It's kind of mad.
All right. Hold dog said
Bro,
Arsene
the
Wenger
San
is
Marino
correct.
story
So
is
teams
very
should
well
have
known. Like,
players,
everyone follows it.
especially to finish. All right. He said, but Wenger views is in contrast to Pep's world of 11 midfielders who all do the same thing: pass, 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 pass. I do like the snooze face. Watch another
Tiki
sport
taka.
instead. Yeah, tiki taka football. Who dog said that? But oh, okay, it came twice. Great. DJ in the building. DJ, welcome to the show. I know you've been listening for quite a long time. What do you want
big
to
up,
react
bros.
on? Big up, you DJ. Family doing
Nah,
well?
Big
nothing.
up, bro. Big up,
Yeah,
TJ.
big up to you guys, man. Big up, big up. It's always good to see you. Maya, it's funny nice to see your face, mate, being come onto the video. Now I know what you look like. How you been, bruv? You all right?
I'm alright. How you been, bro?
Good, man. Good.
Long time,
Just
long
been
time,
busy.
bro.
Is it your first time
Yeah,
seeing
bruv.
Maya's face? Is it your first time
It
seeing
is the
Maya's face?
first time I'm seeing his face. Because every time
Oh,
he's
I've
always
seen it
on,
several
he's
times.
always on. No, I'm all good. Steve, how you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Nee, I've got
Nee.
to hop off if you guys are still back. I will hop back on. But big up, DJ. Hope you're well.
Big up to you,
Hope
bruv. I'm
everyone's
all
well.
good, bruv. I'm good, mate. Hope you're good as well.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ.
No,
Go ahead, DJ.
I was just going to say, first of all, I just wanted to say big up to Sporting Lisbon tonight. They've got to win tonight. They've got to beat Arsenal. That's a must for me, hopefully. Champions League game tonight. So I wish them luck tonight. In terms of what you guys have been discussing, I've been listening to a lot of it, and obviously, it's always good to see money rich makers come on here and talk about latest news and stuff. And big up to him. I hope he's feeling better in the comments, by the way. Yeah, it's always good to know what's going on behind the scenes of our football club, because there are obviously certain things that I get news, certain things that I get as well that sometimes can go. It sometimes must stuff that I always got. Some of it is true. Other stuff that I read, which is not true, but the stuff that I do get is true. And it's just good to know about our plays the last couple of days, because obviously we've seen links to a lot of nonsense has been coming out in the press of late between regarding Christopher Nkunku, João Felix. I think who else did I mention? I saw a few other names that have been mentioned that could be leaving in January. And I was just thinking, I hope hopefully that's not the case, because go on, bro.
Yeah, I was just adding some names to it.
Yeah, I was just saying, and all it is just like it's always good to know to get that person coming in and saying, yeah, it's not true. I mean, to be fair of it, the Christopher Nkunku one I always knew wasn't always going to happen. There's been a lot of talk surrounding him, and I can understand why. The guy's a good player. He's not obviously playing as regularly as he'd like to be playing, but I think we've already alluded on to it. For him, the team is doing really well. We're third in the Premiership at the moment. If the guy wants to get into this Chelsea team, he knows he needs to be better on levels in terms of the other players in the team, and that's the only way he's going to get through to play if he can beat the other guys in the team. And look, if he's a team player, which I think he is, he will stay and stick it around, because I think his time will come. And I think when it does come, I think we got to remember. I think Christopher, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Nicholas Jackson's 1 game away from suspension. He gets 1 more yellow card, he's suspended, and that's where we're
Mhm.
going to probably need Nkunku big time. So hopefully he'll. I'm not saying that's the way of coming into a team, seeing your fellow colleague being suspended from a booking that you hope he doesn't get. But let's be real here. It's just Chelsea. We're always going to get referees going against us, and unfortunately for Jackson, what a talent and great player that he is now, he's always going to pick up yellow cards because the referees just want to book our players. So hopefully Nkunku will see that and think, you know what, this team is doing really well and I can get into it. I mean, João Felix played the other day. I think we all saw what a game he had the other day against Leicester. I thought he was unlucky not to score. But there is opportunities. I think Maresca will give the opportunities to these players. It's just obviously when they do finally come and he feels they want to give him a run in the game, they've just got to take their opportunities and do well for us. And I think they will do that. But you just want it to be more for team game. And I think our players know that. But I think the press is always going to be there to knock us down every time. And this is where we've got to say to ourselves, is as Chelsea fans, not to believe everything the press comes out and say, because they can't they can't help but see Chelsea. They want to just see Chelsea do bad because they never expected us to be in the position that we're in at this moment in time. So yeah, long may it continue.
Great. Thank you very much, DJ, for finding the time and joining us here on the show today. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 14 minutes now. We couldn't keep going. Pretty much like 15 more minutes to tackle some few rumors around. What do you make of Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, DJ? Report apparently they're saying that he might go on loan in January transfer window,
Yeah,
and other Premier League clubs are looking at him, and
yeah.
he might not return back to Chelsea again. After his loan move, he might leave the club in the summer because he needs game time and he's still very young. What do you make of these speculations out there?
I've got to be careful about KDH because I know Cachilla's probably watching the stream, which he always does, and he always says that me and Bobby we're always wanting KDH out. We don't like him. I've got an agenda against him. Look, I've never had an agenda against him. I just always said my take with KDH has always been: did we really need him in this midfield? Because tell me, okay, we signed him. We signed him when he was injured, right? Finally, he's back from injury. Is the manager playing him? He's not. He's not playing him as often as people would like to think he will. He's only getting the cup game. Even in the cup games, he's in the cup. He's coming on as a substitute. I think he started one of the games and he scored, and again that he scored in. But I think other than that, he comes off the bench. So we all know where his place is in his team. He's a bench player. And look, if it's for experience, then I can see why they went and made the signing, because obviously we were all crying out as Chelsea fans in the summer that this team needs experience, and that's what KDH gives you. He's done it at Leicester. He's what 20, 25, 26 years old, I think. So he's obviously got that experience to come and help the midfield. But then at this moment in time, you're thinking to yourself, where's his experience needed in the team at the moment? Because he's not really getting an opportunity to play. And when he does get his opportunity to play, okay, I think he's done well enough to say, you know what, play me. I think he's done enough. Has it been enough for the manager to say, look, pick me every week? I should be number one on that team sheet every time you pick the team. I don't think he's done that. And to be fair to him, right, yeah, for him, a player of his age and for what he is, if there's an opportunity for him to be loaned out in January, I wouldn't be complaining here. I could let him go out on loan. If they can get a buy for him, even better. I understand there's a lot of interest in Aston Villa in him. From my understanding, is that Aston Villa are very keen on him, and they'll like to take him on loan. But I think the club, it's about loans. I mean, there's an opportunity to sell him, and the right price comes in. I'm not saying we're going to get the whole money. We're not going to get the money back that what we signed him for. But if we get half that money back, then I probably would say let him go and enjoy his football where in a team where he's going to play week in and week out. And the good thing for him, if he was to go to Aston Villa, the guy's going to get Champions League football because they're in that at the moment, and he'll play in that competition. So he's got that chance to go there. So if I was him, I wouldn't hold back. I would just say move on. However, I'm not going to complain if he stays at Chelsea as well. If we carry on with him in the season, right until the summer at least, I won't complain either, because I don't dislike the player.
I mean, I agree with you, DJ. I agree with you on that point. I don't think anyone disliked the player in the first place.
Yeah.
We were all asking what is going to be the sense
Yeah.
bringing in Dewsbury-Hall to Chelsea Football Club, because if you
Yeah.
look at what we have already, which I did discuss this with Stephen earlier on, and the reason, and before even when he came in, the reason that we brought him on was amortization. That's the only
Mm.
reason we sell because Dewsbury-Hall, would I say his transfer doesn't go on the book for last season. It goes on the book for the following season. So
Yeah.
in that aspect, on the books we've sold an academy player, which is Gallagher, and we brought in another one, which also helped on the paper. So that was the main
Yeah.
reason why they did. But there's no reason to bring it in if you have enough players in that middle that are way better than
Mm.
him. We also got into the illusion, or get to the point that we felt like Dewsbury-Hall, he had played under Enzo Maresca with Leicester City, so he understands the guy's style of play. But if you look at the players that he's competing with, he's not better than them. So there's
No.
no sense in keeping him. You have to develop the
Also,
player. You want him to continue his career. Let him go on the loan so he can get game time because he's
also,
way below
also,
the pecking order.
also, bro, we got Chukwemeka. I'd rather him play and get a run of games than KDH. I don't know what you guys think of that. I'd rather see him come in. He's young. Yeah. I think when he's on song and he's fully fit, we all know what a talent he is, Chukwemeka. And I'd rather have him in that midfield than KDH. That's just that is just my preference over the two. Nothing, as I said, no dislike towards KDH, but I would rather have Chukwemeka there than him because I think he can do more. I think he can do more than what Dewsbury-Hall can do. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, both of you.
I mean, Maya, you want to jump in? Go ahead, Maya.
No, like I said, like I don't know why we bought this guy if we're not doing anything with him. Like, it's just bad business. It's bad business, man. And we're selling him again. It's bad business. It's very bad business.
Thank you very much, Hodog, for your question. He said, Hodog said, what's your prediction for the rest of Chelsea's season? Improve or fall off year? I think there will be more improvement, and they will. If you look at how things are going, Chelsea should be able to beat whoever they meet in the mid-table team. It's not like last season where we struggled to beat those similar teams, the likes of Fulham and I wouldn't even say Fulham, Bournemouth, and what's the team again?
What's that?
Forest.
Forest,
We
Nottingham Forest.
came to the bridge to pick up the point and all that stuff. This time we have so many ways of playing where we can pick up, we can win this game, beat those teams, and then move on. So there's going to be more improvement than stepping down from where we are. Lord Veponation, big up to you, Lord Veponation. He said, "What a waste of a transfer, Marascas. Boyfriend can at least use our money. Money on someone we need. For example, a goalkeeper. Also, Nkunku, not getting enough minutes, which we've also
bro.
talked about.
That money we should have kept it for the summer, bro. For the summer, even though we're gonna ship players, there's gonna be extra for Victor Gyökeres or someone, bro. It's just like me, and I know like it frustrates me because we keep doing this every single season. We buy players and we don't use them. It's just bad business. We've done it with Angelo. Angelo went to Saudi and we paid, I don't know how much we paid for Angelo. Angelo went to Saudi. People are crying about Madueke. We sent off a wonder kid. Now they were about to sell Santos. Then they load Santos to Salzburg. Now Santos is cooking.
Yeah.
So now Santos, now they're thinking to bring Santos back.
Yep.
So if it wasn't cooking, we were gonna sell him.
And another one, bro, brother, one you say. Speaking of Angelo Gabriel, did you see that guy's wonder goal? He scored.
Bro,
Angelo Gabriel.
What's the goal? What a goal he scored the other day.
We haven't even talked about Diego Morero. We haven't even talked about
days. And you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, bro, and you're thinking, why did we ever let this guy go? I mean, look, Angelo Gabriel, I think everyone was talking about this kid when he came. I think he done well when he did get his minutes at Chelsea. For whatever reason or another, we've decided we're going to sell him on to make profit. Again, is that going to be one that's going to come back and nip us in the butt? Probably not, because we're going to be getting a Stavo Willian coming in next summer. So it's probably not going to, probably we'll look at it and say, nah, not really. We've let him go. Brilliant. There's an opportunity to bring him back down the line. I'm sure there could be a little buyer. The club should have put a buyout clause in this situation. Should they want to sell him on, we should be having first choice to him, Angelo Gabriel, because I saw this goal he scored the other day. Whatever you can call it, whatever league you want to call it, you still got to go and perform. And it was an excellent goal. I mean, he dribbled. He kind of like done. I don't know. He took it round, and how he dribbled it round the goalkeeper and tapped it into the back of the net. What a goal it was, mate! Honestly, it was such a good goal.
The like button.
But going back to what there was a comment that was said earlier on. What should we be doing? It was the one before Lord of Definitions one regarding what expectations. Improve. Yeah. Big up to Hot Dog. Just is it Hot Dag. Sorry. Big up to you, bro. Sorry, I got your name. It's Hot Dag. Is it Hot Dag?
No, Hot Dag. Hot
Is it hot
dog.
dog? Is he's got hot dog? Okay, all right. Basically, big up to you, bro. What I think, what I want to see happen for this for the second part of the season, I want us to try and win the bigger, beat the bigger teams, like your Liverpool's, your Manchester Cities, and your Arsenals. Okay, we might not win the league from here, but yeah, we can go around beating the mid-table teams, and obviously you want to call them the smaller teams. But in order for us to get where we want to get, okay, all right, for me, we should go and start trying to beat the likes of a Liverpool, a Manchester City, a Manchester United, and Arsenal, and all that. I want to see us do that next. I know you can say we beat a Newcastle, but I want us to go. I want us to go and try and beat those kind of teams now for the second part of the season.
Let me rephrase it for you. Chelsea, if Chelsea wants to contend and win the Premier League next season, they have to establish themselves as real contenders this season. Not this season winning it, but next season. You have to establish yourself that I'm in for the big teams next season by beating one of them, two of them, and making the point now before next season. You don't want to do that now. You have to start doing that now. Establish that mentality in the players that you can beat Man City, you can beat Arsenal, you can beat Manchester United, you can beat these big teams, and then next season it becomes easy for you, like Jose did in his time. He established that winning mentality into the players. You are better than them out there. Go and win it. That's what Jose did. Thank you very much, DJ and everyone, dropping the comments in there. Are we talking about Enzo or KDH? We've not talked about Enzo today. Hold up, we're talking about KDH. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, his name. I was the KDB. But anyway, Lord Vepination said, true. Hall isn't better than the players starting. Kane Chukwemeka, I would say that's more in the team than Enzo Fernandez. With Enzo Fernandez, those that keep talking about him, it's a very big situation right now. There's no way you can bench Enzo Fernandez, a player that costs over 105 million. You cannot bench him. You have to improve him because he's not a stupid player. He's not a bad player overnight. He's a good player, and the problem is Enzo Maresca have to get the best out of him. Have to find the right position to play Enzo Fernandez because he's been good in the World Cup. He's been good for Argentina during Copa America, and he's been good for Portugal. He is good on the set pieces also. So there is a lot that you can get from Enzo Fernandez. If someone tells you that Lavia and Caicedo partnership is the best, I'll tell you that is not true because you become more good defensively by the defense. Going forward, all right. Going forward, we're lacking. Going forward, there's also a problem there. So we have to look at it and get the balance right. I wouldn't say Lavia and Caicedo is the best because Lavia going forward, you don't get much from Lavia going forward, but you get Lavia and Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo distributing passes more going forward if those two players are playing, in my opinion. If you look at it very carefully, very well, and there's so many examples over there. When Enzo comes on, it changes the face of the game. The attackers receive more balls from the deep line. Playmakers, the defense, the defensive midfielders, more of when you start with Lavia and what do you call it, Caicedo. So Enzo is nothing special. I'll give him. I'll give him time. I know there is a player in there. Thank you very much, Lord, for understanding that. Hot Dog said we have lots of options, but will our players finish chances through the season? Dubious, in his opinion. Rich Moneymaker said I can answer this current situation. Attitude hasn't been right. His attitude hasn't been right. Sorry, guys. I would love Kanye to play, but mentally hasn't been right. So
I mean,
he's
he's
talking
friends with
about
Madueke, bro. So, but I like him, bro. I want him to play. That's the thing. And we're not
Lord
giving him game time, but I want him to play.
Lord Definition says, so why is Noni wasting his legs to witness I see the same thing over and over again? Why not give Neto a go? Neto time to play. Neto was injured. He picked up something from international break. That is why he did not play. He would have been on the pitch. Rich Moneymaker said Chelsea under 21 2 winning right now. I think it's is it they're playing international. Steven said something about the under-21 playing some team outside the UK, right? I can
Yeah, I
remember.
think they're playing Real Sociedad.
Real Sociedad. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Playing international. That's good. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from there. We're still on it. We're still on it. Let's see how many likes we can get. But I haven't said much about likes, but I don't know how many likes we have so far on the stream. Is it 11? Is it 12? Is it 15? Let me see real quick. Guys, we can push it. We can push it. You guys make this show what it is. Without you guys, I won't be here. I spend most of my time here speaking to Maya, DJ also joining as usual, and then be able to get you guys involved. It's a community full of football fanatics. I don't really not just Chelsea, like I always say, but I love if all the Chelsea fans are on this platform, and also open up for United fans, Arsenal fans. If you guys can remember, if you go through the comment section, you're gonna see Arsenal fans. Guna Tusky is an Arsenal fan. Scala also Man United fan. He's always in the studio discussing, giving us an update on what is going on in Manchester United. So I really appreciate anyone that find time coming on here and listen to what we got to say. Much love to everyone. We got 11 likes. I think we've had more than 11 people watching this stream one point in time.
Yeah, come on, people, smash the like button, people. Come on, and subscribe to the channel as well. Come on, let's get this likes up.
Like button.
As always. No, I was just gonna say this thing on Enzo. I think fans are going to start, coming away from this thing of always criticizing the guy, because whether we like to accept it or not, he's very much part of this Chelsea team, and he's gonna improve as a player because of the price tag that he cost. A lot of people are saying, okay, you cost 105 million, 107 million, so you're supposed to perform like a 107 million pound player. But as we all know, any players that are coming from abroad or wherever, some of them don't pick up, or some of them don't always get the Premiership. They can't adapt very quickly, and it's just taking him time to adapt. But the one thing you cannot ever deny on Enzo is his attitude. His attitude has been number one from the start in terms of wanting to get better. And I think he got his chance on Saturday. And I was so happy for the guy when he scored that goal, when we won that game against Leicester. And he was the one that got the winning goal. Not only did he only score the winning goal, but he was also the guy who set up the goal for Jackson. And and I think people are going to start to come off this guy, because the more and more what's happening is the more and more rival fans are hearing us criticizing our players. I hear it on a lot of streams, right? It gives the rivals an opportunity to start criticizing Enzo, because they think,
Yep.
oh, well, their own
That's
fan
true.
base hate him, so let's hate on him as well. Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. We should all support our players. And look, as much as I've been going on about KDH, I don't have no dislike to him or no hate to him. Okay, if he stays at Chelsea, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna say he must go. However, I'll look at the situation, because Aston Villa want him, and because of his situation he's in, okay, he's not getting an opportunity to play in the first team. Maybe a move to Aston Villa probably would benefit his career, and plus also he gets a chance to go and play Champions League football for the rest of his loan, should it happen in January. But going back to the Enzo situation, all right, I think too many fans are getting on this guy's back and saying he's not good enough. He's not good enough. I just completely disagree with that. I've given my critics to him as well. Okay, and whatever he did in the summer, what he did in the summer was the worst thing he could have ever done. And I'm not going to go back down that avenue, but I think everyone knows what I'm talking about here. What he did was bang out of order. Okay, and I think he now he realizes what he's gone and done. If people are still hating him because of that reason, then that is the wrong way of hating a player, hating on your player, just because of that mistake he done in the summer. And I totally disagreed with it, because I thought at the time, we were always saying it here on the stream, he should have got banned from the team for a while and got fined proper. But the club decided not to act upon that, or maybe let him go somewhere else where he has to go and get, help about how to tackle what he was doing. Yeah, because we all don't agree with what he did here. All right, it was totally bang out of order. I agree with that. But if people are still hating him on that, and they're taking it, and then also now starting to say, or is it actually just based on his performances itself on the pitch? Then I can say, okay, criticize him, but the guy is improving. But I think his hate is mainly coming because of what happened in the summer. That's what I think is mainly happening here. And what's happening is fans are just using that now as a what do you call it? Well, this and that, and they're gonna find something to, it's fine. It's like finding what's that old saying about, hitting someone when they're down, and you continue to punch them because they're down and they can't get up. It's like one of them scenarios of him.
Yeah.
And I think and fans have got to just get off his back for a little while. I don't know what you guys think on that.
Let me ask something what you just said. I want to know if people hate Enzo Fernandez based on what happened in the summer, then I think that we have a lot of Chelsea fans have very short memory. I want to know all those that really don't like Enzo Fernandez watching the stream now. If you're one of them, put up your hand. Give me a thumb up or a thumb down. If you're thumb down, it means that you're not. If you're thumb up, it means that you don't want him at the football club. And I want to know why. If you don't like him because of what happened, if it's footballing reason, that's fine. If it has to do related to what happened in the summer, I have a question for you. Do you really like John Terry? And do you accept John Terry as a Chelsea legend? If you do, then it means that you don't really know what John Terry is all about and what he's done. There's so many things that attach to John Terry, which many of us forget about. Although in football he's won a lot for Chelsea, he's been a captain for Chelsea for a long time. John Terry has an affair with his teammate, who he's playing football with at the football club. That's what which is damaging to what Enzo Fernandez did. The song that he was singing, a song that is related to some other people who are, I would say, interracial people or interracial human beings or interracial kids or black person or whatever it is. John Terry did the worst. And if you like Lampard and Ashley Coles and all that stuff, there are things that is related to them that they have done that is more damaging to our football club, but we see them as legends. I can't say everything here. Some of them I don't have evidence backing it, so someone can pick my words.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the incidents
I know
you're
what
talking
you're
about
talking
as well.
about, yeah, same.
All three incidents as well, bro.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can't go into details in it, but I can tell you, if you don't know some of this history deep down and find out things relating to these Lampard, Ashley Cole, John Terry, and some of these people outside the football terrain, that you know that we cannot hold this thing on Enzo Fernandez. That was just a mistake. He didn't think twice of what he was doing. But this with John Terry situation with Wayne Bridge at Chelsea, that one I have evidence for it. So when someone comes at me, that why do you say this? If everyone knows it, it was premeditated. The Enzo Fernandez situation wasn't premeditated. It just happened. He was singing a song and he went live with it. But John Terry knew Wembridge is my teammate and his wife. I know the wife, and this is what is going on. I'm constantly Wembridge's wife, and so I took advantage of my friend. That's what happened. But we have him as our legend. But we cannot forgive Enzo Fernandez. Then what kind of human being are we?
You know what, Nee? The other thing I'll also say, without adding too much to what you just said, there's another thing. There's another misdemeanor John Terry done in his career that everyone knows about it because it was world elite. It was all around the
to do
world.
with the Fernand brothers?
Yep.
Yep.
And and look, we all love John Terry. He's one of my favorite players. I've got his shirt. I've got his shirt with his name on it, even his name signed on it. Yeah, when I had a chance, when they all signed the shirts to me for a little thing I'd done long time ago, and I got one of them with him on there. And at the end of the day, we all love John Terry. We know what a player he was, right? Okay, but he's also done misdemeanors in his life as well, and he knows it as well. Okay, and this is what I keep saying. For me, that other incident, the second incident we're talking about, not the first one you mentioned, Nee, because that was bad. That was absolutely that I couldn't believe he could even do that. But hey, this is footballers' life. Some of them are like that. I'm afraid when they're money and whatever they don't seem to care sometimes what they do. But the second incident that he done, right? For me, that is probably that one was bad. That was the second worst thing he could have done. And and we all know there's no need for that in the game at all, as we all know, sitting here on this panel. Yeah, all of us know this as panelists. There's no need for this in the game at all. And as for the two other incidents going for Ashley Cole and Frank Lampard, I could tell you, without going too much into that, it was during their time when they were playing in the Champions. I think it was during their time when they were playing in the Champions League, or it was not during the Champions League. It was during a time when they got. What I'll say is they got drunk in a I think it was in a hotel.
Yeah.
and things were said then. And I won't go into much of that anyway, but that also made news as well. I think Ida Johnson was the other one that was mentioned in that as well, by the way, not just those two. Right. But anyway, all the plays, everyone has done wrong. All these players, they're not all innocent players, all right. Every player has a little thing in their life, as you call it, a little dark side in their life that they don't want to think about or remember, or people don't want to forget all about it, or it's something a player doesn't want to remember afterwards because they know what they did was wrong. And this is what I keep trying to say to people out there, right here. I don't condone any of the crap that was said by Enzo Fernandez because it's just wrong. I don't condone what JT done. That was completely wrong, and other things as well that's happened because it was completely wrong. But we all love these players at the end of the day because they're still our legends, as we call them, right? And as far as we're concerned as fans, they can't do wrong as long as they do what well on the football pitch. You can't think about anything else. But those things, unfortunately, they do come to attention. Unfortunately, when people want to talk about incidents in lives of players and situations, they do play a part in it. As long as everyone knows that, then people got to stop and think about that before just going and dumping everything on what Enzo done was bad, because others in the team have done worse out there, and not just our players, by the way. Their players around the world, from playing with different teams, have done worse out there. We all know there's incidents out there, but we won't mention them here, right? But we all know what they all are. That's all I'm basically trying to say out there, So it's not just about, think about the legends that we do love and what their misdemeanors they've done in their lives.
I agree. A whole lot of things. So let's not to be that and hard-hearted and put everything on Enzo Fernandez. So let's love the player. He's part of us. If we want our team to go forward, things are getting hard. Just like was it against Arsenal, right? Enzo Fernandez came on the pitch, and what happened? We saw a miracle. We saw passes. He contributed towards that Neto's goal. Enzo Fernandez contributed towards that Neto's goal. So we have a good player in our hands. We have to cherish him. We have to love him and support him. Support him, but not to how would they call it? Hate that player. What has he really done?
I mean, the only one question I'll ask you guys quickly, right, is what did you guys make? It's nice to actually get a views of opinion because a lot of people were asking about this afterwards, right? And I didn't know what to make of it because I was thinking it could have just been a little. What did you guys make? And everyone in the comments as well, what your honest opinions are. We'd love to hear what Manny Richmakers has to say on it as well because I know he's still in the comments. What did you make of Enzo Fernandez's celebration when he scored the goal against Leicester with the ringing of the home? He gave the ringtone. Do you think he was trying to ring clubs to come and get him? Yeah.
No.
Because that usually means, huh?
No. That's not what it means. Everyone does it. Joao Felix is the most player that does that celebration.
Because a lot of people were saying that, bro. A lot of people were saying it. Give me a call. Yeah.
No. That's not true. Neymar,
I didn't believe it.
Yeah, I don't
But I'm
believe
saying
it.
what you guys thought.
It's just a celebration. It's just like Jackson went and did the Halloween celebration too. Yeah.
Isn't it because he had a link to Madrid? That's why he's doing that. But like, nah, I don't think that's the case.
That's what people were saying, bro. That's what people were saying, Mike. This is what's coming out after the incident.
Maybe it was like a mockery saying like you want to sell me or something. Because sometimes footballers like there's like a message to it though.
Do you remember last season he scored a wonder goal and then he took off his shirt and he said, "Yeah, this is my shirt."
And yeah, he lifted it like this, like
that
I think
one
is to show like that
one is really
his free kick against Aston Villa.
Message to the fans that I belong here. I'm not going anywhere.
I belong here. Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere. That celebration was indirect to all the fans that said Enzo Fernandez is leaving. There were so many rumors that Fernandez is leaving the football club. So after scoring that wonder free kick, he took his shirt off and then he said, "This is my name. I belong right here," and he did that. So for the fans to get that rumors out of your head. But I don't think that it could mean so many. It could mean so many things, and I don't think that means that call me. I want to leave Chelsea. No, Enzo Fernandez, I believe from what I'm reading, he loves Chelsea Football Club. He loves Chelsea. He loves London. Who doesn't like London?
You cannot love London, man. It's so true, bro.
Sterling doesn't love London. You can see him, bro. That fraud.
He wanted to get to London, bruv. He wanted to come. That's why he wanted to leave Manchester, come back to London. You know that. You know. Originally, he's a London boy. You know that.
Serious.
Sterling's
Oh, really?
originally a London boy. Yeah, he was. I think who did they sell him from? Signing from, is it Queen? Was it Queen? Not Queen. Was it AFC Wimbledon or was it Queen's Park Rangers originally? I cannot remember who they got him from when they first signed him. Liverpool. Was it AFC Wimbledon or was it actually? People in the comments remind me of who he used to play for long ago.
I'm not sure, guys. If you guys are behind the computer, you can make a little research for us. We'll really appreciate it.
I think it was
find out where
before
Sterling was coming from before he moved to Liverpool, and from Liverpool to Man City to Chelsea. So if you know,
it's either AFC Wimbledon or London, or was it Milton Donkey? I can't remember who it was. It was one of the three, or Queen's Park Rangers.
It could be AFC.
Huh?
It could be AFC.
It may have been one of those, or but all I know is he's a London lad, and he wanted to come back to London as soon as he had the opportunity to. That's why when Liverpool sold him to Manchester City,
Old Dog said Delap is from near London. By the way,
it is. Delap. It is near London.
Delap.
Yeah, that's Enzo celebrating meant nothing. Happy with the Chelsea.
DJ, let me take a few comments from here.
Yeah, go on, bro. Sorry, bro.
Maya, let me take some few comments from here, and I'll come back to you guys real quick. Rich Moneymaker said Enzo celebrating meant nothing. Happy with Chelsea, and he is working harder in training. According to Rich Moneymaker. Yes, I think that, like I said, the celebration doesn't mean nothing. By the way, GG Enzo, but it was Leicester City, a lower side, fully scouted by our manager, according to
what did you do at Arsenal? What did you do at Arsenal?
What
guys,
about
come
Arsenal?
on.
You beat what they put in front of you. You beat what they put in front of you, Old Dog. Old Dog, you put what they put in front of you. He said, do you guys see Enzo as too predictable when receiving the ball? Is he physically capable of adapting the Prem? I haven't seen evidence that he will adapt to physicality. Well, this is what I'll say to you. It's just like having Jorginho at Chelsea. When sometimes you don't look at that aspect, you look at what he can provide. You get what I mean? What a player can provide to you. Because you know why Alonso is one of my favorite top 10 Chelsea players. I'll tell you why. I don't look at Alonso's physicality and look at his defensive attribute. I look at what Alonso can provide for me. So in that team, it's just like having Hazard. Hazard never defend. When Chelsea lose the ball up front, Hazard will never drop down to defend. But no one criticized Hazard because what? He scored goals. He win matches for Chelsea. It's the same thing with Alonso. Alonso doesn't defend well. But then Alonso, anytime you see Alonso in the 18, there's always going to be 8 out of 10 you score your goals. So that is why I love Alonso. And when it's that, I'm going to put someone that's much more better in that defensive line to help Alonso out when it's out of position. You get what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to do this and protect Alonso so I can win the game. Alonso can win games for the team. That's how I'm going to put it. But not just one player because it's predictable. Okay, he doesn't have that strength. If you talk about strength, a lot of players in our team don't have that strength. Carlo Chukwuemeka doesn't have that strength himself. Enzo Fernandez, he's working on the strength. And Joao Felix doesn't have that strength either, and he's working on it. But then if you realize that you know the player's flaws, where they are not good at, put someone there to help them out. It's a call of a team. It's not individual game. It's a collective game. It's a teamwork. So when someone is not in this position, although I'm not a defender, I'm going to go to that position, cover out, and help out so the team can get all that 3 points. That's how it should be about. All right. I know someone wants to say something. Let me go on. Hoodog said, do you guys see Enzo as too predictable when receiving the ball? My Rich Moneymaker said, Gusto back in the team training. No Neto so far. Neto, we all know where Neto stands with his injury, but they have to be very, very cautious and make sure he's 100% fit before they put him on the pitch again. Hoodog said, I saw the same predictable pattern with Pulisic and Prem defenders found him out. Okay, Premier League defenders found him out. Pulisic also the same. He's not strong. Pulisic is not strong.
Pulisic is injury prone, but yo is a baller. Yo, I won't lie to you.
Technically, he's good, yeah, but he's not strong. You don't want. You're not going to get much of defensive worked from Pulisic. So forget about that. Well spoken, DJ. Enzo has very, very good mentality, and he is going to. He's going. He's not going anywhere, according to him. A hot dog said that if you have a player like Alonso as a playmaker, you must change things in the formation. He better have a lot of output for a sacrifice. That is the same question for Enzo. Team's sacrifice versus output. Team sacrifice. What about Hazard? Hold up. What about Hazard? What do you make of Hazard? Having Hazard on the pitch because he won't defend. But at the
Hazard
end of the
didn't
day,
even defend. He didn't even do nothing. But
nothing.
you know, we let him go because of the end game. He had end game.
He was a
Yeah.
baller, man.
He was a
Nothing
baller,
baller.
yo.
Proper
Oh,
baller,
bro.
bruv.
What a baller, bro.
And then when I mean, look,
Mm.
those kind of players, you think to yourself, do you really need them to come back and defend? Because
Nah.
his work is more up top. That's his work. Yeah. But yes, sometimes it was always nice for him to come back and help out the defense. I don't think I think even Iron Robin, and I think the only one I know who used to do it for us was Damien Duff. Even though when you used to have Iron Robin and Duff on the wings, Duff would at least be the only one that would track back at the two of them
Robin wouldn't do
sometimes.
that.
Robin would never track back. Joe Cole used to track back as well, to be fair to him. You know, but Robin, Hazard, Pulisic, and now we're saying who's the other? We're saying Enzo don't
Joao
track
Felix
back, but Enzo
definitely
Joao
doesn't do it
Felix doesn't
often.
track back.
But
He
once
doesn't
in a
track
while,
back either.
yeah.
Yeah. At least Enzo. Well, Enzo doesn't even play as any of them positions. He plays either deep line midfield or he plays as in the midfield. So you don't expect him to always track back. But however, he should be. Well, when he's going forward, whenever you say Caicedo bomb forward or say a Lavia bomb forward, then he should sometimes come back and do that donkey work as well. They should swap it in turns. You get what I'm trying to say, guys? You see Caicedo now. You see Caicedo and Lavia doing it all the time, and I think this is where people's prediction comes with Enzo. He doesn't do it at all, and I think that's what frustrates the fan base is that he doesn't come back. When he should do sometimes.
Is it part? Is it his attribute? Is it part of his game?
No,
Defending.
I don't think that's the thing. I don't. But if you're going to play that double six or you want to play that pivot, right? Yeah, as we're saying here, right? Yeah, then he needs to come back. I mean, they take it in turns to come back, don't they? One will go forward, bombs forward. The other one has to come back. I mean, that's how it should work out. But then when you're getting both players going bombing forward to go and get that goal, you're leaving loose at the back. Then that's when they can run through your midfield, and there's no one there to defend in it apart from the defenders. And that's when these mistakes happen, and our defenders start coming and making fouls on the halfway line and giving free kicks away. Or the goalkeeper has to come out when he shouldn't really be coming out to help out to help out the midfield and the defense, because the defense is actually going out to help the midfield. The goalkeeper's left vulnerably at the back. Not that I want Sanchez in the goal, by the way. I'm just putting a thing out there where I'm just saying how it's working.
But DJ, the style of Enzo Maresca's play involve goalkeepers to be like a defense, to be the number to be like the guy behind, like when you have the inverted players, the right back and left back, joining the midfield, you need the goalkeeper to be like a centre back. But it's not this Robert Sanchez, the guy, to do that for you. And when I say this, JC's gonna get mad at me because
I say this. I agree with you, Nee. Me and you in agreement, bro.
JC loves Sanchez.
Yeah, Jay-Z loves Sanchez, man. He can't do wrong in his eyes.
When you talk about
Big up to Jay-Z if he's watching, by the way.
Big up to him, though. Big up to him, yeah.
Yeah, he's watching. He'll watch later. He said yesterday's game. He wasn't here.
DJ,
he wasn't live.
Can I ask you a question, DJs? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it.
Do you think we can compete this season with Sanchez?
Nah, bro. This is what I said all along, bro. This is what I've said all along. This has been my thing all along, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do all that hard. You see, this is what happens, Maya, right here is we have to go and score 5 goals just to stop him. So what happens is that we go 1-2 goals up, yeah. Okay, whatever we might be. We've done all that hard work and all that lovely work to get them 2 goals, but then we got a donkey at the back, a bozo at the back who's going to concede you goals, and then that team then has to go and step up again and score another 3 or 4 goals just to keep the scoreline 4 or 5-2, 5-3, 4-3. Whatever it might be, because we always know at the back with the players, they look at Sanchez. They all know they've got a chance of banging against this guy here, because the guy is just, well, I don't want to. If I say any more about Sanchez in a bad way, our poor niece show will be ripped off from here. I don't want to say. But listen, I've got no hate on him, by the way. I'm going to say this one more
But-
time. No hate. He's just not good enough for me as our goalkeeper. Simple as
But
that.
we all
But
know
I
where
back
he
him. I back
stands.
him.
We all know where he stands. I think the information is in from Rich Moneymaker. He says the QPR
There you go.
for
QPR.
Liverpool.
Knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Thank you
thought.
very,
So the AFC Wimbledon or QPR, I thought. Sorry. Yeah.
thank you very much, Rich Moneymaker. Hot Dog said Fabregas at 19 was lesser predictable, and but you hold outcome. Let me finish reading. It says tricky proposition. It says anywhere. Can we say that Fabregas is a CM playing maker standard for Chelsea Football Club?
Hello.
Our fellow that is
What a
the
leg.
player
What a player, man. What a player.
with
Hello.
having in the formation. But you have to remember this is what you have to remember, hold dog. Fabregas understand the English terrain and the culture and the football and the style for a younger age before Enzo Fernandez.
Thank you.
18,
Masala, bro.
eight-
Masala.
18 years old.
He's from
18
the
years
Academy
old.
of Barcelona, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then he came to Arsenal at the age of 18 years
Bro.
old, mate. He was running that show, 18 years old in that midfield.
Before, so you have to remember that he understands he has been around for quite a long before, he hit his prime. Before he moved to Chelsea, he was already there. He went to Barcelona and came back to Chelsea. So you have to, you can't compare Sterling to Enzo Fernandez. It's way different. One has a lot of experience. I think is it the third season for Enzo Fernandez, right? Under Frank
It's his
Lampard.
third. Yeah. Where did it? No, he started. Wasn't it under? Who did we
Frank
get him
Lampard.
under now? Was it
Under
under Frank
Poch.
Lampard? Under
Is it
January transfer
Potter?
window.
Potter. I think it's under
January-
Potter.
The second
in
term
It was
of
January.
under Potter,
Lampard.
innit? January transfer window, wasn't it?
Was it the second part of Lampard?
No, the first step he was. I know. I think the second time of he played under Potter. Yeah, he played under Potter. He played under Frank Lampard caretaking time. Since then, so I said 3 seasons or 4 seasons. The 4 seasons or 3 seasons?
I think it's what now? I think he came 2000 and what? 2020.
Yeah, I
When
think
did the
4
owners
seasons.
first come in? Owners came in 2021, wasn't it? 22. 21. What? 22 they
Was-
came.
I
They
think
came in
yeah,
after we won the Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been so
The
they
season
so he,
after. Yeah.
so they signed him in the January window off their first year at the football club, wasn't it? When they first came. So I think it was earlier. I think it was actually under Graham Potter, I think.
Yeah. All right, so I think the Champions League games will be starting soon. I don't want to hold anyone up here. I know you guys are enjoying yourself. You're liking the stream. We do this each and every day. Hold dog, bro, jumping each and every time. Guys, if you want to get in the studio like DJ and Maya does, you're free to welcome. The link is always going to be pinned there after half an hour of live streaming. When we start streaming after half an hour, we pin the link for everyone to come on. Fridays, we want to get this thing going. I want to be able to get all the fans on board after games. It's very difficult to do it, but I want to start doing it. I want to make it, consistently. So if you guys want to support it, I'll be very, very happy. That'll motivate me because if I get it going, I'll say this. I say this all the time, but let me say one more time. Content creators content creating is not easy. To be able to get this thing ready, there's a lot that goes place. I'm not just gonna put information there, title, and then put it on YouTube. It's not gonna go anywhere. Just like what we have now. Usually, YouTube recommended to thousands of people, but as the algorithm keep changing and changing, you need our returning viewers to help the channel by sharing it. And when the YouTube realized that a lot of people are hopping on the show, listening and getting themselves entertained by the topic that is going on, what they do is they have no choice that they have to send them out. But if you look at how it goes to the bigger channels, and I don't want to mention their name, but they are out there. You guys know them. The terrorists and the rest, they're there. How they get this done because they already got the numbers. So when they go live and they have 1K people tuning in, 800, 700 people tuning in, YouTube have no option but what? To send recommended to thousands of people that have watched fun channels. But only with us, we don't have the number. So if YouTube doesn't do it, our fans, the viewers that comes on, the little viewers that we have, have to push it for us to be more for YouTube to recommend it to a lot of people. So it's not easy for us. You get because me over here, I don't have a lot of friends for them to be pushing my channels. But if you look at the fan channels, if they're coming from other groups, it's group coming out from one group to and start their own channel, just like AFTV. They have their own people, then they started having their own channels like Kelechi, and then this guy also was the guy that went to prison and then he came back. What's his name, DJ? Maya, if you can remember. This white boy,
Who's that, bro? Sorry.
he went to prison and then he came back. He
Oh,
abused his wife, beat the wife up, and then he went to prison for abuse.
Oh, I know. Are you talking about content provider? You talking about content
Yeah,
person?
he used to be with AFTV for a while.
Yeah, I know. I know who you're talking about. I don't. I know who you. I know who you're talking about. Okay. I don't know if it's worth mentioning his name on here, bro. But don't want to get your channel or you into trouble. Or
No,
anything like
there's
that.
nothing wrong. We
But
just trying to repair.
but I know
Trying
but
to
I know who you're talking about. I do know who you're talking
yeah, I
about.
forgot his name. Yeah. So like I said, other people. If you look at Luigi, also, I don't want to mention his channel's name, but if you look at him, he also has lots of friends that he run around with. So if that person comes on, he's sharing it on the social media platform. With me, if Maya doesn't do it, no one else is gonna do it for me. You get what I'm saying? Maya shares my stream anytime he sees it when I post it. So that is the only way I stay relevant. It's not easy. I don't have any much friends in the UK. The few friends that I have, maybe they don't have bigger fan base in terms of social media. DJ Staff is a good friend that I know, but it doesn't have the bigger fan base like others will have, so they can help the channel out. But it will get there. I don't hesitate. I don't rush. I don't get frustrated. I only get frustrated on YouTube when it's not helping the small channel. They claim they do, but to me, I don't think they do enough to help smaller channels. They'll help Ronaldo because he's got already have 400 million or 150 million or whatever. They'll help Ronaldo, but they won't help me. But I'm here every day. Ronaldo is not on YouTube every day. I am on YouTube helping them make money because my channel is being monetized. So the ad that shows on my screen is helping YouTube making money from those people that are putting their ad on my screen. You get what I'm saying? Because you can tell once in a while there will be an ad that goes through the video. YouTube is benefiting lots of money, and maybe at the end of the week I can make maybe and $2. You get what I'm saying? It's very annoying if you see those money that comes in for smaller channels, but I don't use that for anything. It doesn't pay my bills. But I love this. I love coming over here. Although I've invested huge, I'm not looking for return. So I love coming over here and talking to you guys each and every day and having support from Maya and DJ and other people that comes on. Steven, he is a blessed to me. You get what I mean?
Trust
So
me, Nee. When you get that thing of yours sorted out that you told me about, and I've seen it. You wait till how many people are gonna come on that, bro. You'll be getting them in, mate. Trust me.
yeah, I will. It's all about money, and
Yeah.
the student's ready, but the studio need a little bit of installation, the heat to keep the workers going. Because I got 3 people that will be in the studio working for me. I have one live producer and then one
Yeah.
photographer. Because it's three studio, 3 in 1 studio. One section
Yeah.
for photography and the other for the sports presentation and the other for podcast session. But I'm gonna need 3 people
Yeah.
in the studio working which they will get paid daily. So once that is ready, you all will know what we're working on. That's when I'm gonna bring in different expertise and transfers and invest that money. But now the money that I want to invest into bringing on those people to the show, like the Fabrizio Romano, pay them to come on the show and talk to us, or pay that person to come on the show and talk to us. I'll invest the money to finish up the studio before I do anything of that sort. So that's
Yeah.
what we're working towards. Thank you guys. Always appreciate everyone's support and help here on this show. Let's wrap it up. DJ, anything you want to say before we wrap up here?
Nah, just as always, pleasure speaking football with you guys as always. Maya, it's always a pleasure chatting to you, bro. You and you as well. Stephen, whenever he's on here as well. Everyone in the comments, it's always great chatting to people, especially Money Rich Makers, who has a lot he gives us when he's in this when he's in the comment section, and we really appreciate that. And like I said, I do keep in touch with him. I do keep in touch with him on X. He does message me things here and there. Like I said, I know he hasn't been keeping well of late, and I hope he is keeping well. Yeah, so it was a pleasure chatting footy with you guys.
Pleasure. Come back to Maya. Maya, it's not going anywhere. I'll come back to you in a second. I hope Doc said lots of YouTubers just put themselves online every day to create viewer habit. Not easy. I understand, brother. I hope you feel my pain. It's not easy. It's not easy. Generating the content, trying to find the right information to go with it, the tags and the hashtags and the descriptions and the right title, the right thumbnails. I do all that stuff. If you guys go, you can check it. My thumbnails are very, very class. I don't just do rubbish thumbnails and throw it out there. No, I don't do that. Rich Moneymaker, man said a great show as usual. He said that the youngest average team we put out is 23.3 this season in the Premier League. Very, very young. Very young. It says it's not easy. The best thing you can do is to refine your format and panel things outside the box and change format. Absolutely. Thank you very much. I have put all this into it. It's a little format. It's the main thing that we got to do, change the format. And also, like I said, the way you see, when the time comes, I won't be using StreamYard. StreamYard is not really, I wouldn't say, it's not flexible in terms of what I want to do, because I don't want my what do you call it, my media to appear this way, just like the way you see it, Maya on the left hand side and that on the right hand side. No, and the time it comes, everything will change. It will be well organized through different OBS setup. That's what I used to use before, and I love that. I love that one. So it will be different. It will be different. The format will change. Everything will change. Thank you very much, brother, for the advice. Also, average age of our team that played Leicester City was 24.7. Okay. Santiago is in the building. Give me up a blue. Says thumb up to me. Thumb up to you too, brother. Hope you're doing very well. And let's go to Maya. Let's get a word from Maya. Maya, big up to you.
Yeah, big up, guys. Sorry. Thank you for having me again. It's always a pleasure to speaking to you guys. DJ, Nee, Steven, JC as well. Coach sometimes. My king. I was surprised my king didn't, pull through, but he was here as well. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. And last thing from Hogdale, he said something about Fabregas. 2 words, La Masia, bro. Just go research La Masia. You figure out why Fabregas was hot when he was young. Who came from La Masia? You know all the players that came from Malaysia. Everyone knows Malaysia. Come on. So let's leave the narrative. Yeah, let's just leave the narrative of comparing La Masia boys to Enzo and all those, because they are further. They're elite, bro. So I'm not saying Enzo's not elite, but they are way, bro. They start football very small and they've been playing football. So, let's stop comparing other players to our players, man. We can't scapegoating our players, bro. So let's just encourage our players and support them, like what DJ said. That's the most important thing, So yeah, it's thank you guys again. Please like, subscribe, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. At this one, we draw the curtains on the show today. We'll see you guys again same time tomorrow. Did yourself enjoy the rest of the evening, Maya. Enjoy the rest
bro.
of the evening.
You too, Nee.
You too, guys. Everyone, peace, everyone.
Big up,
Peace.
bless, guys.
Big up,
Bye
big
for
up.
now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no better. Stand tall, be In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain.
Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain.
You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner, stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive.